and welcome back to the channel, Dan Who Reviews. As always, my name is Dan W. Make sure you are following me on Instagram. It's Dan Who, and you can tweet me as well. I'm on Twitter at Dan Who Reviews. Tell you where you won't find me: TikTok. No interest. I feel too old for that. I have no idea what that's about. I'm staying away. So until then, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. Old school, I know, but still. How are you doing? Happy Sunday. Today is a show I like to call Legends and Liquor. Now, if you're confused why that is the title, let me break it down for you. I like Marvel Legends. I also like a reason to have a little drink or two. So why not combine two of my favourite things into a show with some of my friends and the people that support my channel? That is how Legends and Liquor was created. So we got Deadpool today, I think. And obviously Copperberg. Still waiting for that sponsorship. Like, it's just never coming. Still delicious, though. I need more of that now. Christmas time is coming, the festive season, if you will. But how are you? Hope you are well. Thank you for joining me here on this festive Sunday. As we're sort of creeping up now to the end of the year, it should be a fun time on YouTube for us toy fans with top 10s and sort of a recap of the year that was. So hopefully the next time round we do Legends and Liquor, I'm not too sure if it will be 2 weeks from today or maybe a special episode, but we're definitely going to be doing like a top figures, top toys of the year episode where we ask everyone what their favorites were. So obviously stay on the lookout for that. Today is more of just generic toy talk, toy news, as there's always something to talk about within the community. Me, Brandon, and we had the absolute pleasure of Robo from the Fuchs on the Thursday stream as well, which was great. Obviously, we hit some of the toy talk there. But again, I want to know what you guys think, and that's what this show is all about. Everybody you will see as a guest on the stream today is a channel member. They are people that are supporting the channel, and I've got to know them all so very well as they become the regulars on this channel. And it wouldn't be the same without them. It really wouldn't. So if you are a channel member, thank you so much. If you're not, the join button is still underneath this video. Don't be shy. Give it a hit. As always, I want to say hello to everyone who's here, but I also want to just let people know from the start what today's topics are. So also, I can give the guests that are about to come, hopefully they're in now watching, a little heads up of what the theme is today. So of course, let's just start off with any new toys you've got this week. We're going to go around the gambit and see what people have been picking up since the last time we spoke. So obviously, won't be spending too much time on that, but it's always nice to share some of the things you've been picking up in the post and whatnot. So yeah, obviously we're going to be asking the people that come on what new toys you got. It's always fun. And then after that, we can get into some Marvel Legends. Of course, the clickbaity title is, of course, Marvel Legends predictions, as this week on Thursday, the 16th, also happens to be the day that I do a live stream, which works out pretty well, I'm not going to lie. So yeah, next Thursday, we're going to have a fan first Thursday. And thank you so much to Time Zone 99 Ned Stark for the subscription. Thank you very much. If you subscribe, super chat, donate, any of that good stuff, it should pop up on the screen. And I will do a recap of anyone who donated on Thursday as well, as I might have missed a couple. But yeah, we'll be talking about Marvel Legends, what we expect to see on Thursday. Obviously, there has been some Hawkeye reveals as well, so we can sort of use that Hawkeye toy talk to sort of ask what people think of Hawkeye so far, as we are 4 episodes in, only 2 left. Crazy. Also, Spider-Man this time next week, we would have seen Spider-Man. Are Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield in it? We will know in about 5 days. Insane. So yeah, we can expect sort of anticipation levels for that. There's been some Power Ranger news, finally getting a Zord from Hasbro. Not really in scale with the Lightning Collection, but it will be a nice display piece all the same. I think I'm in on this, but we can ask your guys' thoughts as well. So I think that's the Zord Ascension project. We can talk about that. Also, a little bit of Black Series news for you Star Wars fans out there. Obviously, Robo and Brandon did a much better job at talking about that than I ever will, but we can still recap it, as the Book of Boba Fett is still meant to be coming out this year. So obviously, toys to talk about, it's always good. Is anyone a fan of the Animaniacs? I get the lyrics wrong all the time, but I do remember them. Do I want them in toy form? I don't think I did. But then I heard that they are I was about to say Itchy and Scratchy then, Simpsons on the Brain, but Pinky in the Brain are sort of in scale, like 1 of 1 type thing. So we can talk about that. Abnugler can tell us his suggestions, that's for sure. So yeah, lots of stuff to talk about. And of course, we will finish on a duck race, as always. So let's get into that real quick. Let's just give you guys a little recap on the duck race, as we always do. So let me just bring that up real quick. So if you know the score, every single Legends and Liquor, we race some ducks, okay? Might sound ridiculous, but it is. It's also a show where we drink and talk about toys. So just lean into it, folks, all right? So here is the current leaderboard, all right? Cheeky Monkey Kiara has been in the lead for such a long time. She got dethroned, but then within a week later, she's back at the top. She's hard to beat. She currently sits top place with 24 points. Close behind is Jamie, who got a decent win recently in a couple of places. He's there on 20th. Then in third place, we got the imposter, the variant Phil, if you will. I know him as Obadiah Stain, Cool Toys UK. He's in third place with Damien as well. Shout out Damien. Rush is in fourth place on his own at 13 points in fourth place. Fifth place, we got the super producer. And it's also his birthday. We'll talk about that in a minute as well. Pickles Go Rotten. Tanner got a win last week as well. So he is now firmly in the top 5 there on 10 points. Shout out the Super Turk. 5,000 nevertheless, my co-host on Turtles and Tea. Hopefully we should have another one of them before the end of the year as well. Wolf Mother, Dan Yoon, Henry G, Alfred Abel, Eric, I can't read. Anyway, we'll talk about that in a minute. Let's see who's here now, shall we? Let's see who's here now. So I'm going to switch to the chat and see who's about, all right? So this is me going to say hello to some people. But first, let me just do the disclaimer, all right? So you know the score. Legends and Liquor. Legends and Liquor, people, it's just a gimmick. You don't actually have to drink alcohol. Just bring your favourite drink and let's talk toys, collectibles, and whatever. That's right. Even if your favourite drink happens to be red milk, I'm talking to you, Phil, you can still come and get involved. You don't actually have to drink alcohol. That's just an excuse for me. And of course, if you want to contribute to today's stream, today's show, all of that good stuff, Friday works double duty. She works on a Sunday. Confusing, I know, but try it out. Anything over £4 via Super Chat or $4, she will read out, interrupt the stream. And if you want to donate as well, draw via the Streamlabs donation link, which is in the description. Literally click that. Very easy to make a donation. Much appreciated. But yes, the most important thing is you will interrupt the show and everybody will see your comment. Engage a conversation. Start a spark, a little light that we all talk about. That is the way to do it. So yeah, donations £4 or $4. And of course, as I say, today is all about the channel membership. Everyone who was on the stream today is a channel member supporting the channel. Do you see how that works, people? The people that support the channel get to be on the channel. It's a magical thing. We all support each other. And honestly, it is much, much appreciated. Thank you very much. And of course, you'll see the emojis, the channel membership emojis. If you can't use them, you're not a channel member, all right? Another reason to do that. And of course, there's t-shirts, there's merchandise, but I want you just want to know about the Duck Racing League. There's the point score, all of that good stuff. But let me go back. Let me go and say hello to whoever's here, shall we? Let me get the chat up. And I'm not going to scroll right to the top, but I'm just going to try and catch yous around. Okay, so Tak Toys with Film is here. Damien, Kahubari J, AK Matt, Cloud, Dan Hayden, Jamie, who's going to continue his streak of being on, like, what's this, like 16 or 17 Legends and Liquor in a row. This is the 19th show. Maybe you've been on them all. I can't remember. Jamie, you could the streak continues is all I'm saying. Tanner is, of course, around. Crescent Blue Zero. I think it says Crescent Blue Zero. Hello, he says, pow. Marvel Collector UK says hi all. Jason Lopez, the retweeting king over on Twitter. He is always here, much appreciated. KSM Kyle says, hey everyone. Mini Plastic Multiverses, let's go indeed. Rob Oliver's here. Dominique Smith. The Imposter Phil is also around posting those ducks already. The Punisher 267. NASA. Or Nasa. I never know. I'm sorry, but it's one of the two. Your boy's got toys is in the building. Abnogla, toying around. Kevin, hello there, my friend. That is especially for you. Cloud, as we said. Mark Rose, Daniel S. Cowboy Collector, Rush McGowan listening in. Rush has just had lots of puppies, right? And I only have one dog, and he's a pain in the ass. So I can't imagine how much stress puppies would be. So shout out to Rush. We'll miss you, my friend. But yeah, all the same, we appreciate everyone that's in here right now talking toys. So as I said, let me go through who is a guest today, and then you guys can start hitting me up with fresh DMs, all right? So in group one, all right, and feel free if you're in group one to hit me up with a fresh DM and we'll get straight into some toy talk, all right? So group one is Tom, aka Mini Plastic Multiverse. We got Tak Toys with Film. Tanner, the Super Turk 5000, not 4,999, 5,000, all right? The Super Turk himself. Cloud Fox, wow, is also in group one. Miguel, the Wolfpack Toy Review. Now, I believe it's very early over in the US, so we may be a little late getting to here, but is in Group 1. So if the Wolfpack arrives, he is allowed in Group 1. Phil is also here as well, Cool Toys UK. And of course, the birthday boy himself, Rich, displayed once, all in Group 1. So send me a fresh DM, lads. Send me a fresh DM, and I will get you the link to join the conversation right now. In Group 2, we got Jamie, we got Abnugla, your boys got toys, Cowboy Collector, Tech and Collect, Hero of Collections, that's Austin, and then Matt Gahubery J. You're all in Group 2, so stick around. We've got 2 full groups of 7 today, so that's 14 guests in total. As I said, I've tried to make it possible that everyone gets in. JC Hesh has just become a channel member as well, showing some love. Much appreciated, my friend. Thank you very much. Yeah, as I said, it's so easy to become a channel member. You just hit that button, you're supporting the channel, and be involved in the channel you're supporting. It's a full circle, magical thing. But let me take a sip of my drink. I talk way too much, way too fast. Let me chill out a second. 61 people in here. I'm well aware it's a Sunday. Early if you're over in the US. In the afternoon, it's sort of dinner time. People are winding down, full bellies. Christmas season is upon us. People are busy, shopping, spending time with families. But you guys, you're my toy family, all right? You're my toy community family. No one else in my life cares about toys. So I spend my time with you guys. The blue lights are on in the background. We're good to go. And your boy've got toys says it's 10:15 a.m. We making breakfast. What's your breakfast of choice over there? The Americans' breakfast is so different to the UK's breakfast. Even your bacon's completely different. I do love some bacon, though. What's your favourite kind of eggs? Always a curious question. Poached, scrambled, fried? Let me know. Okay. Yes, we go off on some tangents as well. Let me go to my Instagrams. And let's get this link off to Group 1 so we can talk some toys, because I get bored of my own voice as well. Don't you worry. I'm well aware. Okay. Tom's got the link. Tanner's got the link. Fresh Milk DMs, says Phil. Phil's got the link. The birthday boy has got the link. Let me in, he says. He's locked out like Robo. Who else we got? Fresh DM from Cloud. And MarkTakTak says he's ready. He's in. I think that's everyone apart from Miguel. I'll send Miguel the link just in case he wakes up. Someone wake Miguel up. Where's the wolf mother when you need her? The Wolfpack toy review. There he is. I'm sending him the link. All right, Miguel, if you're watching, if you're late, you've got the link. It's in your inbox. There you go. Enjoy yourself. Welcome to join us when you can. Okay. Okay. All right, let's get the Streamlabs. Hopefully Streamlabs works for us today as well. There was a few people I wanted to thank actually real quick before I let these guests in. We missed a few super chats and donations last week. To Catch a Legend, he did a donation via the Streamlabs, and he says cashed in some enabler tokens. Here's your cut for 5 years. Thank you very much. Let me replay that. I'll replay that. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Angel of Asia's also donated a while ago as well. Much appreciated. And then Bring Toys to Work obviously hit me with that massive super chat. He knows I appreciate it. Darth Clueless did a donation. Eric Alfred Abel as well donated. Backforce Grump, Cowboy Collector, Nathan, My Figure Culture, Mini Plastic Multiverse. I appreciate everyone who donated to the stream last week, this week even. But with Robo on, I didn't want to interrupt the conversation too much because obviously, as you know, the Zoom call can't hear the Streamlabs. It's very confusing. But these guys, these regulars know the score. So let me get on them. Who we got? Okay, we got 6 waiting in the waiting room. I'm going to bring them all in. Press and accept. You're all coming in. All right, give me a second, lads. Give me a second. Give me a second. Got to press some buttons. All right, let's go down here. And hopefully, by the magic of Streamlabs, I press a button and everyone's in. Pow! I think everyone's in. It worked. Nice, nice. First of all, gentlemen, before I go around and introduce everyone, can we please just, I'll start us off, get a nice happy birthday for Richem, all right? Singing voices ready. There you go, ready up. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Super producer. Happy birthday to you. Yay! Lads, I think it's safe to say it was a no from anyone, any live show we attend. It's a no. I blame the delay. Otherwise, the harmonies would have been on point. But first, super producer Rich, happy birthday, my friend. Welcome.
Thank you for the singing. That was like the best concert I've been to since Atomic.
Yeah, I do apologise to the live streams. Anyone watching their ears, we do apologise. Anyway, Rich is here. Much appreciated. Tak, how you doing, my friend?
Hello. Afternoon. Yeah, evening, Danny. Happy birthday, Rich. Hi, everyone. Hi, Phil, Cloud, Tom and Tanner. How's everyone doing? Everyone good?
Hopefully everyone is fine, my friend. Let's go round. Let's get an update on Phil's eye. Phil, I can see it's slowly recovering, but there's still something wrong with it.
Yeah, it's getting a lot better. Obviously, the dressing came off, and then I had the eye patch for a while. So now the bruise is actually going down. You can sort of see us going now. So hopefully by Christmas, I'll be back to normal.
Hopefully, again, I apologise. I can't speak for the actions of Hank. That hammer and him are a mind of their own. But we appreciate you being here with injury and all. Cloud, how are you, my friend? You good?
I'm good. How's it going, guys?
Hopefully everyone's good. Tom, how's you?
I'm very good, thank you, Dan.
Good. And the Super Turk himself. Super Turk 5,000, remember everyone, 5,000. How you doing, Tanner?
I'm good. After a missing out last week.
We missed you.
I'm back with a vengeance, so to say.
And you got your Turtles t-shirt on as well, so I like how you keep it on brand for me, and we appreciate that, all right? Turtles and Tea plug every month at some point. what a plug. Every month sometime. Anyway, lads, right. I want to go around the gambit and just quickly, briefly ask you what you've picked up recently, all right? So I've only got a couple of things. So if you've had a few things recently, give them me all at once, and we'll just go around the gambit and see what new toys I've got. Because I know Tom has been posting some new pictures of something he was been waiting for a while to get as well. So, Rich, it's your birthday. Did you get anything good for your birthday or anything good recently?
I didn't get nothing like new because I've already got it all being the source. You know, I had it all.
You are the source. Anyway. Yeah. He is the source. Yeah.
But I got the last Star Trek mini mates that I wanted. So I know only Rob Pollack will like these, but look, it's 7 of 9 and Captain Janeway. So
Captain Janeway, nice.
Completed. And then I got these two off my nephews. These are Higher Toys Injustice figures. So they're from the Injustice game. So that's Supergirl and that's Supergirl. Sorry, I've been drinking since 12. Sorry.
It's all right. We forgive you. It's your birthday.
And that one is Wonder Woman as well. So these are like the 1/12 scale figures from Higher Toys from the game.
Are they like import-y scale, I guess?
Yeah, I think they are. I don't know if they like imported prices because I can't see my nephews paying much for these. They're probably finding them in a pound shop. But yeah, they look really cool anyway.
Nice. Okay, Mark, what about you? Anything new recently?
For me, Dan, just nothing like new that's come out, just a few stuff for customs. So picked up a few spare barbecues from Black Friday, as in the actual figure, not for doing barbecue.
I'm sure everyone watching understands what you're talking about. Prime winter time, and Mark's out there getting bargain
like a madman.
Yeah.
Stocking up for the summer. A few G.I. Joe classified barbecues for customs. A few breakers from Star Action Figure as well, because they're only about £20.
Bargain breaker,
just make a few customs, and I think that's it, Dan. Really, yeah.
Nice.
That's it. Not much. Yeah.
What about you, Phil?
I had a bit of a Marvel Legends Avalanche on Friday.
I'm a bit jealous. I'm not going to lie.
So my comics and cocktails pre-orders came in for the Fantastic Four Retro Wave and the Spider-Man Wave.
Nice.
Spider-Man Wave, can't speak. So just showing that to Brandon, who'd be after that. And I've also fallen down the Mythic Legion's hole.
Hey.
No thanks to MarkTakTak telling me about 6 years different websites. So I've now got 3.
Free. Well, he is truly in the hole now. Someone send him a rope, quick.
Yeah, so I've even got the flocked one, so I can keep Robo away if he So an avalanche of toys, all before December the 16th.
I know, yeah, and that week's coming as well. I also use this as an opportunity to plug, as I always do, iComic Industries. I also got some of the wave. I think I'm missing the actual Human Torch and Sue, but other than that, I've got the Thing, got the 2 villains, and if you believe the rumours online, this guy may be of significance in the near future in the MCU, but that's all I'll say. But these 2 are great, brand new villains for the shelf, which I appreciate. So as always, shout out iComic Industries. I will be opening these very soon. What do you think of now you got them in hand, Phil? What's your what's standing out to you now you've got both that and the Spider-Man wave?
To be honest, I haven't had much time to enjoy them because they arrived before I had to go to work on Friday. I didn't get back from work until late last night. So I've had a quick look, stick a photo on Instagram, but I haven't opened any of them. But Spider-Man looks really good. Really looking forward to opening Psycho Man as well. I really look forward to that figure. But Sue's face, I thought it might look a bit better in person. Not really.
You can get some hints, tips from Tom underneath about how to switch that up because he's been posting some decent ideas on the Instagrams. But yeah, we'll get around to that. Cloud, what about you?
Doing things I picked up, I got this is Kevin's fault.
Oh.
I went a little further down, so thanks, Kev. Points.
What one's that? Which one's that? The pufferfish one.
The girl with exactly. Okay. The giant. This guy came in. I don't know if you can see that.
Human Torch, yeah. Johnny Storm. What do you call it, Rich? The non-flamed version or something?
Flame off.
Flame off. There you go. Flame off version, yeah.
And then saving the best for last.
Wait, there you go.
Yeah, that was the one I was most excited about. And then I think Hasbro Pulse US has X-Force slated for the 16th. So I'm hoping
D-Day is creeping over the seas. Yeah.
Hopefully that's soon. That's it though.
Still nice little haul there. Tom, what about you?
Well, this boy.
There you go. That's the one you were waiting for. That's what the one you were telling us about. That the picture you posted sold it to me just in that picture. It looked very impressive.
It is an amazing figure. I mean, it's pretty damn big, but it's got amazing articulation. You do have to warm it up a bit like all NECA figures, but once you get it warmed up, it moves around all right. And I've got the Fantastic Four wave as well.
Nice.
And I swapped out C's face. I don't know if you can.
Yeah, and as I was just saying, if you want to swap out the face, just like Tom did, go and check out Tom's Instagram at Mini Plastic Multiverse because he actually does a step-by-step guide in his story of how to switch it out because that is a Mary Jane's face. Is it?
It's Gwen Stacy.
Gwen Stacy, sorry, yes, Gwen Stacy. It does make a difference. It really does.
It makes a massive difference, yeah.
Yeah. And a few people brought an extra one of Gwen Stacy because of the Mary Jane head. So you may have one in your fodder box as well to switch it out with. But it makes a difference, that's for sure. But yeah, as I said, I'm very tempted for that werewolf now because it looks so accurate to the movie. And after recently seeing the film as well, I get itchy with stuff like that. Tanner, what about you?
So with me, I'm going to start off the branding already. So the Power Rangers Tyranno Sentry arrived in. You
just get one of them, by the way? Or...
I only got one, because I'm going to have like an evil Lord Draken Rangers display. So I possibly thought maybe two to start off with, but then I thought, no, only one if have a team of evil Rangers for Lord Draken to control as well. And then I've been being the evil influence to a lot of people on the Discord trying to get them all to buy Super 7 Turtles figures. So other than that, just trying to save as much money as possible for Toymageddon on the 16th.
Toymageddon, yeah, we shall see. As I said, like me and with a source is predicting that we may actually get them a little bit sooner in the independents. Do you think, Rich?
Yeah, because if you look on Pulse, I think it is the Lord Zed helmet and one of the Captain America, it's the Infinity
Iron Man,
well.
yeah, the Iron Man glove. Yeah,
they are both due on the 19th on Pulse, but Star Action and Comics and Cocktail got them coming in on Monday. So I think maybe next week we could see some of them sneaking in because they all had the other figures in first before Pulse did in the end, didn't they?
Yeah,
the Fantastic Four figures, they had them in about a week before everyone else got them. Yeah,
I was saying to Brandon that it could be a case where if they're in the warehouse, they get shipped straight out to the independents and they can do what they want with them, where the Pulse team probably take a few days to process or something. I have no idea. We don't know, but we shall find out next week. And while we're talking, while I am on Tanner, let's quickly mention the Turtles, Tanner, because we're on a bit of a turtle watch at the minute. Our 2-packs haven't moved since, they haven't moved at all, have they? You contacted...
It's been 23 days, sorry to interrupt, 23 days from when I started tracking mine. I contacted the shipping company and they were like, contact NECA. I've contacted NECA. NECA staying silent. to be expected. So yeah, it's just a case of hoping and waiting and see what happens.
Yeah. So So I was just saying that's those 2-packs haven't moved, but we checked the tracking today, and I think a few of us in this group have actually ordered the Channel 6 news, and that has moved. If you check the tracking, that's like went through the channels a little bit in New York. So it seems like we're going to get that before we get the 2-packs we ordered.
My Channel 6 haven't moved at all.
Have you sure? Have you checked today?
Yeah. Today I checked this morning. Nothing at all.
Oh, really? Maybe yours is on the way later, a little bit later, I guess, Rich.
Ooh.
Yeah, let me see if I can get the... Let me see if I can get...
fucking birthday, Necker, you bunch of...
Oh.
Look here, I emailed NECA about a turtle with a missing foot and they never even replied to me, so they don't like me either. I'm just logging into the NECA store now and I'll show you the tracking. Someone called Hero Collections says, happy birthday, super producer Rich, in capital letters. No need to shout it, all right, you can hear you. Do you know that guy?
He's the best one on, isn't he? Yeah, better than...
What?
Maybe not as good as Brandon. Maybe second best one.
Right, I'm just going to the tracking of my thingy, and I hopefully should be able to get it up on the screen for you. Okay, so here's my tracking of the Channel 6 news, and there's a bit of movement there. Bit of movement. But my tracking on the 2-packs of... let me find it. That hasn't moved, that's for sure, which is frustrating. So anyway, just a little update, because I know Damien was asking me as well on Instagram, and he's not in the... He isn't on his own, essentially. Anyone who's been pre-ordering off the NECA store direct, things are a little bit slow. Apart from Rich, who else got the Channel 6 news?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, obviously you did. Tana, I think we all know you did.
You said who else apart from Rich? You said who else
I
apart
assumed
from Rich.
people would know you as well. Come on now. All right, anyway, still. Just a little update. Again, Damien, you're not on your own. We're all rating, and the 2-packs haven't moved at all. And I've got 2 Pizza Monsters on pre-order from NECA that haven't even shipped or anything or moved, and I could order them now in the UK, which is very, very frustrating. So we shall see. But anyway, right, let's get into some actual toy talk. Of course, the bread and butter of the channel is Marvel Legends. Let me get rid of this advert. I know JC's got to pay his bills, but still. Okay, there we go. Hawkeye. So these were revealed last week. So sort of a week in between of the last Legends and Liquor. And also we're now 4 episodes deep into Hawkeye. So people have got a real sort of feel for the show. So what revealed are just digital 3D renders. As you know, Hasbro don't really do prototypes anymore. It's all digital. So we've got Hawkeye. And we also have, maybe in the new Hawkeye, Kate Bishop. Who both look very nice. We've not yet to see them in these uniforms in the show, but I'm sure it's going to be like an last episode type of thing, which seems to be the theme with these Disney Plus shows. But I'm liking the look of these. As you know me, I love the MCU, love adding to the collection, and I'll be very happy to get these. So a couple of questions as we go around the gambit. First, what do you think of these? Where do you think they're going to end up? Is it a 2-pack, or do you think they're part of a wave? Just curious to hear your thoughts on that. And also just your general thoughts of Hawkeye. You can avoid spoilers if you want, but as we go around, think about those questions. And we'll start with a birthday boy. What are you saying, Rich?
Well, yeah, I liked these when they first came out. And then when you guys were talking about it on Thursday, and I think Robo and Brandon said it looks like he's got like overalls on, and now I just see him like a fishing rod standing in the river. That's all I can see with those like dungarees on him. So yeah, I'm sure it will look better in the proper figure. But yeah, they look the face sculpts on both look good, and I mean I think when we see their uniforms in the show, that will be good as well. So yeah, I'm thinking this will be a 2-pack. Because if it's in a wave, it means all the information I've got this year is wrong. So I don't fuck all.
No, you got to trust our sources. We've got to trust our sources. What do you think of the show so far, then?
I really like it, yeah. I like still WandaVision is probably my favourite because I like its quirkiness. I know some people didn't like WandaVision, but that's okay. There's room for everyone.
Indeed.
But yeah, I like Hawkeye. It's very faithful to the comic books, like the Matt Fraction kind of run. But he also kind of does his own thing with it as well. So yeah, I'm really liking it. Hayley Steinfeld's really, really good actress in it. I've loved Echo as well. Like how they've introduced her and adapted her into MCU has been like really good, and looking forward to seeing more of her and the other character who showed up this week as well. We can't. Can we talk about her or not?
I assume is it? Have I show of hands? All of us have seen. We're up to date on Hawkeye, right? Yeah.
I haven't watched an episode yet, but I don't mind spoilers.
Well, I don't think it's a spoiler because Black Widow.
Not really.
Black Widow. They sort of told you what was going to happen, so no one should be surprised.
Scarlett Johansson is back. They paid loads of money.
Yeah, don't confuse them.
Yeah, but that was a good little appearance, and hopefully she'll be back next week. Well, the next 2 weeks or 2 weeks left, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm hoping it isn't just a cameo. Of course, I hope she has a little bit more of a role in the show. As I said, hopefully she's going to switch sides. We shall see. But I like the. I didn't even realize it, but you know, in the comics, Echo's got like a face print on her face, like type thing. The flashback scene where her father's dying, his handprint put on his face, and I thought that was a very nice touch considering she doesn't have that look. But yeah, the little thing, and like you said, very close to the comics, but certain conversations are mixed up. Like I know that coin throwing scene is literally out of the comics sort of as well, and talking about the trick arrows, which are pretty cool to see, as we never really got to see many trick arrows from Hawkeye during the Avengers films. So that's pretty cool to see. But yeah, I agree. So Mark, what about you in regards to the figures? You've not seen the show, so you'll have a different perspective on these.
I will. I like them. I like them down and everyone. Yeah, I think they look nice. I think they look good. Like Rich says, I think probably be part of a 2-pack. I'd imagine that's probably the best way to do it, as part of a 2-pack.
Makes sense.
I haven't seen the show. I'm kind of saving them for when the show finishes. Just watch them all in one go. There's so much to watch at this time of the year, and there's more coming. Book of Boba Fett at the end of the year, and all sorts of stuff. I'm sort of spoiled for choice with what to watch, but I haven't watched any of it yet. But I know a few bits and pieces here and there. Like I've seen the clip where you see the end of Avengers, and I'm guessing it's Kate Bishop. There's a scene sort of like where Hawkeye is fighting the Shatari, or the scenes we've seen before, but you see it from a different perspective.
Yep.
I know there's rumours about Kingpin and being in it, and the other Black Widow. So, but I'm sure it's going to be great. I'm sure it's going to be great when I do get around to watching it. I think the figures look good. I think it look good.
So far, they are just rumours. I can confirm Kingpin has not appeared, and we're 4 episodes in. So still, at the moment, rumours. I would love to see Kingpin, but again, we need to see him for it, make it a reality. What about you, Phil? Hawkeye?
Really enjoyed it. Really liking the Christmas vibe to it as well. It's just sort of this festive time of year. So just nice and Christmassy. Really like the figures. I think a 2-pack makes sense. Probably throw in Pizza Dog as well. So, and maybe a slice of pizza. I'd really like to see a Kate Bishop battle damaged head as well.
Oh yeah, that'd be nice. Both
I'm
of
not
them.
sure. I'm not sure if this makes me weird, but I really fancy him more with a head slightly beat up. That's really weird to say with the plasters on. Don't know, it's just me.
Well, you have we are talking to us with a black eye. I can sort of see how you can relate. Yeah.
Obviously that's my jam, maybe. But my wish list, actually, I hope they make some tracksuit boys figures, because the bald guy with the beards, big them on. I need more. I need more of them for myself.
Could you get some army building tracksuit mafia? Yeah, that could happen for sure.
I'm more than happy to rent out the likeness for some tracksuit boys.
But yeah, nice. And are you assuming, as you said, this could be a 2-pack rather than a wave?
Yeah. That's what I think.
I'll take the dog as well. I'll take the dog. He hasn't got a name, is he? He's just Pizza Dog in the comics, right? Yeah.
Lucky the Pizza Dog, isn't he?
Lucky. Yeah.
Lucky.
Have they called him Lucky yet? Or she just said he's Lucky? She hasn't named him Lucky.
I don't think they've named him yet. No.
All right,
I keep calling him Lucky.
Yeah.
I keep calling him Lucky, and my girlfriend's like,
yeah, I thought it was.
They'll get around to it. So,
what about you, Cloud, with Hawkeye, the figures in the show?
I love the show. Hawkeye's always been a favorite of mine. I've been into archery since I was very, very little. My brother and I used to spend hours at a local camp, just all day practicing. So it was cool to see a character that kind of embodied that. So I've always had a fondness for him. I love Jeremy Renner. I think he's a fantastic actor. Haley Steinfeld is awesome as Kate. I love their relationship, and I like seeing where it's going. All of the characters in that show are great, and the figures are beautiful. You guys know I don't collect the MCU, but these are fantastic. I do think it's going to be a 2-pack. It's probably the best way to do it. But they look good. I'm really looking forward to seeing the rest of the show.
Yep, there's 2 episodes left.
just to jump in, I'm just checking Forbidden Planets, and there's a pre-order for a Funko Pop of Kate Bishop, and it says with Lucky the pizza dog. It says Lucky on the actual box.
I think I've seen that.
Yeah.
There you go. He's officially been named.
At least by Funko.
Well, Funko get everything first, don't they?
They spoil everything.
Yeah, they get everything first. What about you, Tom? Hawkeye?
Yeah, I'm loving the show. I do kind of wish that they dropped it all at once, because you go to an episode and it's like, it's just getting going and then you've got to wait another week. So, as particularly this week, I felt like the episode was a lot shorter than the previous 3 episodes. So, I was a bit frustrated at the end of this one. But yeah, I'm loving it, especially the cliffhanger that we were left on this week. And you said Kingpin hasn't appeared, but there is he may have appeared. We just don't know.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah. The hand, if you will, the hand.
Yeah.
Little pinch of the cheeks.
I couldn't figure out
pinch of
the
the
voice,
cheeks.
Is the voice Vincent D'Onofrio, or
It sounded like it, but we don't know.
it definitely looked like his hand.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch again. I have to watch this again.
Yeah. Just it's a flashback, but you don't see his face. Don't see no one's face. Just they are definitely hinting towards the big guy, the uncle. Like there's like one of the Tracksuit Mafia's hideouts was called Fat Man or something like that. Do you know, like they are definitely leaning in. I hope it's just not like it's not like a last episode, last 10 minutes type of reveal. I'd love to see him introduced in the next episode and then like a whole episode of him weaved in with the story. But
definitely.
I'd love it if they just don't introduce him at all, and I know like those behind the scenes, you see that it was his hand, and that's it.
He's Vincent D'Onofrio is stirring the pot on Twitter. If you've been watching his viewing his Twitter for the past few weeks, he's just been stirring the pot, and I've just been loving it, just winding everybody up, hyping everybody up.
Well, since we last spoke, Kevin Feige is, during the press tour for Spider-Man, has now officially confirmed that the MCU's Daredevil is going to be Charlie Cox. So the Netflix's Daredevil is going to be the MCU's Daredevil. Now, I'm assuming they're going to use they're going to pick and choose which characters they want to use from the Netflix shows. So there's no denying that Vincent D'Onofrio's Kingpin was one of the best. Along with like John Berthel's Punisher, for example. I'd love Jessica Jones to move over as well. But we shall see. As I said, everyone has their favourites. I think everyone's unanimous, though. We don't want Danny Rand from the Netflix shows. But still, we shall see. Tanner, what do you think of Hawkeye?
Hawkeye, the show, I love it. It's brilliant. The figures are looking really good, and this is a really good head sculpt of Jamie Renner. Along with to add with what Feige revealed the other day, he's also said that the end credit scene in Venom 2 is actually the crossing over of Venom into the MCU as well.
I don't know how much I like that, though.
Yeah, but that's what he said, so it's a case of, all right. The figures are looking good, the show is looking good. I'm happy for anyone who's into MCU, because these will be brilliant additions on the shelves. I'm hoping that Uncle is Kingpin. I mean, this has more steam behind it than Mephisto in the thing. Because Vincent D'Onofrio is stirring the pot as well. If he wasn't doing that, then it would be the same situation. But because he is doing that to me, he's like kind of legitimizing that.
If he's not in it now, after all of his tweets, he is a right troll, and he's out of order first and foremost. But yeah,
Can you imagine how disappointing it would be if it just turned out to be Kate Bishop's stepdad?
Yeah, like just not good at all. Like isn't Jack the swordsman? I want to see him. When he trained Hawkeye in the comics, didn't he? So, but obviously in the concept of the MCU, they didn't recognize each other, so that's not the case. But maybe they have a sword fight. Maybe that will happen eventually. But yeah, the Phase 4, like Tanner was saying, the Phase 4 display is getting quite hefty already. We're only a year in. I don't know if you can see it on the shelf, but you've got all the Eternals, you've got all the Shang-Chi, and then you've got the Disney Plus wave, WandaVision, Falcon Winter Soldier, Loki. again, we're only a year in, and I've already got a shelf full of Phase 4 figures.
And you got the Spidey figures incoming soon as well.
Oh yeah, there you go. Phil's got them. I'm yet to get them, but maybe the 16th, time will tell. Yeah, they're the two Brandon's waiting for. Brandon is so jealous of you right now. They're the two he wants. I'm currently rewatching all the Spider-Man films in anticipation. Has everyone got tickets booked, or is, for Spider-Man? By the way. Yeah. Is everyone going on Wednesday?
I'm going on Thursday, so I will be at the IMAX streaming during the stream.
Okay.
Your stream. So it's a case of my screening's at 8:30.
It's all right. I forgive you.
I may check in beforehand while I'm sitting in the cinema.
I understand. Can you stream in live, and I'll just broadcast it on the stream? That would be great clickbait. That would be great to get clickbait for Thursday, wouldn't it? Join us Thursday. Watch the new Spider-Man.
Yeah, you can dub me Mark Ruffalo in which case.
Cloud, you get it a day later than us, unfortunately, but I'm assuming you've got day one tickets, right?
No. I don't really like the theater to begin with, and then with just it's 6th season, and I don't want to get ill. I don't like being around large crowds. If I go, I don't think I've seen anything recently in the theater. I haven't seen the Eternals. I saw Shang-Chi when it came out on Disney+. We saw Black Widow on Disney+. So I'm just going to either wait and be prepared to have things spoiled for me, or try to find a day maybe in the middle of a week when the theater's empty.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see.
I've got some breaking Spider-Man news.
Go on.
I've just been sent a message by Brandon. He received this figure yesterday, so he has got it.
Oh, okay. He didn't want us teasing him. Has he got J. Jonah, though? Has he got J. Jonah?
I don't know. He's only said, I can only see a picture of Spider-Man. That's all he said. Can't really see it. Spider-Man, so he's got Spider-Man. But I'm booked in for 10 o'clock on Wednesday. Got it off.
So you'll see it first.
10 a.m. And my boy was asking me if we can go and see it Wednesday nights as well, so I might be doing it twice in one day.
Double dip, and let's hope it's good then. I completely get it, Cloud, as well, by the way. Like, I'm not a big fan of people either, to be honest. I like you guys, but other than that, of people outside of this circle, I'm not a big fan of. Though, but again, we live in that world where, like you said, you're prepared to be spoiled, which is such a shame. But I'd love to tell you won't, but do you know what I mean? I guarantee the next day there's going to be thumbnails on YouTube, there's going to be tweets and Instagram posts, unless you literally do not go on the internet, especially because you're in this fandom as well. It's so hard, they're so hard to avoid. That's why I would much rather wait and go in my own time with me and the missus and just not be so rushy about it. But again, I don't want to be spoiled, so I'm sort of forcing myself out the door. And the rules have changed again via COVID in the UK, and I know they're a bit weird in Wales at the minute. So yeah, we're all sort of feeling it a little bit, unfortunately. But hopefully the film is going to be a nice 2.5 hour escape anyway, and we'll get some nice cameos and surprises in that, because we've seen a lot of the same footage now, which is only a few minutes of the movie. So there's still over 2+ hours of footage we need to see. So hopefully that's where all the secrets and surprises are going to be. All right, okay, keeping on the theme of Marvel Legends, I don't have any pictures to show, but I am curious to go around the gambit and see what do you think is going to happen on Thursday. So this very Thursday, I'll get it up on the screen, is going to be a fan first Thursday, and I like to pretend to myself that the Hasbro team do it on a Thursday rather than a Friday, just so that me and Brandon can recap this news on our Thursday live stream. So thank you to the Marvel team for moving that just for me and Brandon. We appreciate that. That's what I tell myself anyway. But it is very convenient. So obviously on this Thursday we will be recapping this news. But what is the news is my question. So I'm assuming it's the last, well, it is going to be the last live stream of the year. So I have no doubts that Dan, Ryan and Dwight will sort of recap the year, pick their favourites, maybe do their own dream wave or something like that, and then sprinkle in a little bit of news. I don't think there'll be much, but Dan Yoon did say that we're going to find out what that barrel piece that they teased for a while ago is going to be. So there are going to be some reveals, but I wouldn't expect a lot. I do think this is just the end of a year roundup from the team and a recap, if you will, but with a few reveals in. So curious of your thoughts, any predictions? Will we see some X-Men, more Spider-Man, any more Disney Plus stuff? What do you think, Rich?
So I think maybe we'll see that second comic figure in the Doctor Strange wave, if anything, because I think that wave is the furthest along, even though it's been pushed back a bit now. And obviously, whatever that barrel is, maybe it's with the Hulk, the 20th anniversary Hulk. I'm not sure, but I can't think of where that could fit really. So,
did any of the Toy Biz figures have a barrel accessory? I'm sure if that was the case, someone would have figured that out by now. I'm sure.
The Black Widow Select, the Elena Select has got like barrels with it.
The barrel's got peg holes as well, it seems. So like,
Yeah.
do they claw into something? Do you know those those gun effects that you get with Black Widow? Do you reckon they go in the barrel? So, oh no, they wouldn't, would they? Because then the barrel's shooting someone. Ignore me. I was trying to think of impact effects, but then I realised the barrel would be shooting bullets if that was the case. Ignore me.
But Cap has the impact effects.
Oh, okay.
For the shield, so you do
okay.
something like that.
Okay, yeah, okay. That's where my brain was going. Impact effects, but I said the wrong accessory. Yeah, I have no idea where that barrel is going to be. No idea. What about you, Mark? Any ideas on Thursday?
Yeah, I echo what Rich says. I think the barrel is the only thing I can sort of think of. I mean, I suppose it's probably too early for anything like this. Rachel Summers, Avalanche, Toad, the Toy Biz Hulk, but I doubt it's probably too early for any. They're probably doing their draft, aren't they? You like doing those drafts.
That's
their draft of
That's what I think as well. Just like a recap, a draft, like their favourites. They always end the year and get involved.
Yeah. Apart from that, maybe they'll mention like what Cloud was saying about how in the US the X-Force pack is dropping, and with us we're getting all these things in Hasbro Pulse because it's dropping on that day. Maybe they'll mention it. But apart from that,
let's think about the teasers that we've got so far. We've got the maggot tease, I believe, the little maggots and the thing. So that's been revealed, but we've not seen the figure. And then we've also got the barrel. Am I missing anything else? Have they revealed any other
there
little...
was something in between the maggot thing, wasn't there? Like, that's what people were sort of speculating.
Oh, the blue thing.
The blue thing. So some blue thing.
Some people were saying that it could be two separate pieces from different figures.
Possibly.
Okay, I see what you have.
There was Ryan's clues as well. One of the 3 clues he gave, with, like the cards and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And that's where we're thinking Sleepwalker could be, like you were saying.
Yeah.
As part of the Doctor Strange wave, maybe.
Yeah.
We shall see. What about you, Phil?
Well, if Rich doesn't know, you can't expect me to know anything. But they have confirmed they're doing the draft on Instagram.
Yeah, that is expected.
They did mention that. Yeah, they're definitely doing the draft. They're definitely doing the draft. I think we might see a new VHS reveal. Could be just another repaint for the the X-Men VHS range. We could see somebody else in there, maybe.
There was a cable going around, weren't there? Like a really good custom cable figure, but it was genuinely just a custom. But I've seen Bug Nice even tweeting it as well. But it was someone on Reddit had made an animated cable repaint on that. It looked legit. It did look legit, but the Marvel team shut it down pretty quickly.
Yeah, I think we see a VHS reveal, maybe the reveal. We see renders or final versions of Toad and Hulk in the Toy Biz sort of range, and some. I imagine we'll see some sort of cooking utensil from Ryan holding some sort of setting up just to confuse us even more.
It'd be nice to see Toad and Hulk anyway, just to see them, so we can see what all 4 figures are. Because
especially by this time next week, we could have Captain America and
Iron Man. Yeah, exactly. What are the next two? So they've got to be ready. What about you, Cloud? Any ideas?
I have no idea. Maybe a little bit more on the Hawkeye figures, but I don't know. I'm so toasted from this year. My brain doesn't work anymore. So anything I go into is going to be a pleasant surprise.
But that's a good thing. But that is a good thing. Yep. Usually we go into these things and we sort of have a rough idea of what they're going to show. So when they do show it, it's a little bit underwhelming because we expect it. So it's nice to be surprised every now and then. So Tom, do you think we're going to get any surprises or just a few little teasers?
I have no idea what we're going to see. I would love a 20th anniversary Punisher versus Jigsaw 2-pack.
That would be nice.
But I don't know whether we're going to get that.
We need a Jigsaw as well. We need a new Jigsaw.
I'll tell you what we're not going to get. We're not going to get a No Way Home Wave 2 at the moment.
100%.
I can't see that. That's too early.
I don't even think Hasbro know what's in the film. So the toys are not going to be ready.
No, it would be too spoilery at this point. Maybe in January.
Yeah, some people are thinking, like you said, online. are speculating a second No Way Home wave because the film also comes out on that day. But like you said, that's just uneducated people making guesses because that's not how the toy industry works, I'm afraid. What about you, Tanner? Any ideas? Any guesses?
I want to make one guess,
Go on.
this is going to be the one live-action Spider-Man I don't have a figure of, and that's I'm going to continue saying this until it comes into reality, evil Turkish Spider-Man.
Evil Turkish Spider-Man.
Evil Turkish, I will continue saying this for every prediction until it becomes a reality. So, but aside from that, it's, I can't think
I would
of
buy him, Tanner, because with the realm of the Spider-Verse, I have room on my shelf for an evil Turkish Spider-Man. I'm not going to lie to you. I'd buy him.
I'd buy like 10 of them, to be totally honest. You just scatter him everywhere. But in all seriousness, I don't know. I can't quite. Maybe for the barrel thing, if it hooks onto someone's back as like something a flamethrower would connect to.
Okay.
Maybe, but I don't know. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's guessed correctly with I think Rich is probably the closest, maybe with a Hulk accessory, but then that just, why?
I can't think of any Marvel characters who was like come with a barrel. That's what I'm trying to think of. It's like what figures came with a barrel or anything like that, and I can't think of any Marvel character.
But Captain America and Iron Man aren't 100% accurate to the Toy Biz release, are they? So
Rush in the chat, by the way, is saying accessory pack for Legends is still my guess, and we do know that Ryan is an advocate for trying to make that happen. Like, he knows that the community would like something, but he's said as a marketer it's really hard to find what would be in that accessory pack to appeal to the masses.
But we've all just said it there, Dan, isn't it? It's quite an odd thing to put a barrel in an accessory pack because we've just said who would a barrel go with. So it's like it's kind of. I know they were trying to work that out, weren't they? They were saying before, what do you put in an accessory pack? But your first thoughts would be like heads, hands, power effects. A barrel is probably not one of the first things that jumps.
You didn't want a barrel. You didn't want a barrel for your customizing there, Mark. You've not been missing that barrel.
Put like an AIM or a Hydra logo on it or something like that. That's about it. But
add a decal sheet. That barrel can be anything you want. An accessory pack would be nice if done right. But like you guys, I do think it's associated with a character. But who that character is still a clear mystery. If anyone in the live chat, we've got 70 people plus watching us, anyone have any idea where that barrel is? This is your last opportunity to guess, and then it forever be recorded that your guess was correct. Because
I've just seen Jamie's comment.
Yeah, what's it saying?
I'm going to elaborate on this as well. He's saying Daredevil could come with one.
I was thinking that.
I'm going to say a young Matt Murdock character could come with one, as he got blind because of the radioactive waste. Who knows?
Well, we've never had a Matt Murdock figure as Matt Murdock, right? We've had Daredevils, we've had Daredevils with a Matt Murdock head. Maybe we could just get a suited body with a little white cane.
Well, like, I got it on a vintage card with a blind Matt Murdock. Lighting yourself. Like, come on, kids, tip the barrel out. Like,
we're just going to
write on the barrel radioactive waste.
Yeah. Actual slime in the barrel.
Yeah,
like Muckman had.
Yeah, actual slime.
Muckman had
90s toys all over again. I wouldn't be mad at it. But yeah, again, this is what I mean. We're reaching here, people. We're really struggling to find out where this barrel is from. But we shall see.
Scraping the bottom of the proverbial barrel.
There you go. Thank you very much. Yeah, there you go. Paddy in the chat saying it's Doctor Strange? ? Maybe. Who knows? Nobody knows. Any guess is good at this point. The barrels would go with any street level hero since it's common that they are in the background of any warehouse fight. Says Rush. Very true. Dominique says Donkey Kong. Could be. Him. Marvel Legends Donkey Kong. He does throw some barrels. It does associate. Paste Pot Pete with his barrel of paste, says Marvel Collector UK. Well, hopefully, if Dan Yoon is not lying to us, we will find this answer out on Thursday. And that'd be that. Okay, let's keep going with some toy news, because there was other bits of toy news I'm just curious of your thoughts on. This one I want to talk about, as a few Power Ranger fans are here on the chat. I'll start off. I want a Zord. I haven't got any of the Zords yet. I've got all the Lightning Collection Mighty Morphin figures now. I would love a Zord to display behind, or more of a display piece, if anything. So this is the Zord Ascension project from Hasbro. It's just gone up for pre-order, and these Zords do combined. They all interchangeable, come out and turn into the 5 separate Zords. They also go into tank mode, as you can see. You even get little accessory pieces. There's like, these are little sculpted pieces, obviously, but still a nice little Easter egg, if you will, hidden in the figures, which is a nice touch. I don't think that's been done before either. Nice packaging, nice looking figure. Seems very accurate to what we see on screen. Those little, is it 1 144th scale or something like that? I think I'm remembering that correctly. But yeah, Power Ranger Zords actually combined, actually transform for our collection, for a display. Anyone interested, I'm in at the price point of 140. It seems if you go to places like Star Action and In Demand, it's 140. If you go direct via Hasbro Pulse, it's 150. So save yourself for tenner and go.
Comic and Cocktails is 130.
Oh, there you go, even cheaper. Comic and Cocktails always manage to make it that little bit cheaper. How do they do it? But fair play to them for doing it. So we'll go around, see if anyone's interested, if at all. Rich, any interest? Do you like Power Rangers? Well, you got some Power Rangers.
Yeah, I like Power Rangers and I like Zords, but I don't like this.
Okay.
Skinny. I don't know. Like from a kid, like I was like just at the end of Power Rangers, so I did have some Power Rangers and I had the Zord, but it's like a clunky thing. I remember this just looks too like skinny and anime like for me. I'm not liking it too much. Sorry.
No, it's all good. As I said, for me, I'm not going to be like there consistently breaking it down and building it up again. I just want the Zord for a display, to stand with the Rangers. So more of a display piece for me. But I get what you're saying. What about you, Mark? You've not really got any Lightning Collection and stuff, but
no, I've got a few. Yeah, I've got like the White Ranger and a few MMPR ones. But yeah, I'm with Rich on this one. I think it's probably one like for anyone that wants it. I think great stuff, like what you were saying, Dan.
Yeah.
But probably one I give a miss. But yeah, it looks good. But
yeah,
not for me.
Phil, any thoughts on the Zord?
Pretty much like Marcus. This looks cool, but it's not my aisle yet. So go to the next person.
Okay. If he's waiting to say that since we started. Cloud, what about you? Zord. Did the Resistance need us combined in Zord?
I've never been a Power Rangers fan. I watched like passively. I think it's cool that they have one that transforms. I agree with Rich. It's a little too slender. It needs to be just kind of chunky and awkward. But whenever these things come out, I've got a friend who's a big Rangers fan, and I always run to show him, and I'm tagging him on Instagram. So I don't know if he's going in on this. I wish I could have asked him, but that's the only reason I get excited is for other people. Yeah,
there are plenty of options to buy Zords, like throughout the years, of course, and I'm sure Tanner would educate us on a few of those. But yeah, for me, I've just never picked one up during my sort of adult collecting years. I never went back and got the old one. So again, for me, just the Zord as a display piece. But I get it.
Outside of the scale, have they said how tall it is?
This is 12. It's 12 inches.
Yeah, so okay. I reckon a figure will come up to like just the lower sort of waist area, crotch area, I guess. I think I would like to see it posed next to a figure, but he's still going to clearly stand over them if you have the Rangers in front, and that's sort of where my mind's going with these anyway.
Did you collect the Legacy Collection or?
Yeah, but I sold all them when Lightning Collection started coming out, so I kept all the boxes.
You didn't build
the Builder Zord, but the Builder Zord was only like 8 inches. It only it was sort of like, this is a better Zord for me. But as soon as the Lightning Collection started to come out, I boxed all my Legacy Collection up and sold them off, because those figures themselves were about 7-inch scale already, like bigger Rangers, where the Lightning Collection just fit aesthetically better with everything else I've got on the shelf. But yeah, you're not wrong. There was a Builder Zord concept there with Bandai's Legacy Collection. What about you, Tom, with the Zord?
I'm surprised at the lack of love for this thing. I think it's pretty cool.
Thank you. There you go. Thank you.
But I like it combined. I'm not so bothered about all the separate parts. I think they do look a bit skinny, to be honest. But so I'll probably go for it. I've got a lot of M-scale buildings, which are the same scale as this.
Oh,
so
nice. Yeah.
Cool with that. So.
And if you've got like what I'm thinking with this is that Super 7 are doing their Zords, but single packed. Like we've got this and we've got the but they can't transform. However, these can transform, and maybe the Super 7 monsters will fit more in scale. Maybe, I don't know. We'd need to see, but there's options out there.
In 2024 for $800.
Yeah. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. That'd be tempting. Tanner,
do you think Super 7 will do this though as just a non-transformable figure?
I don't know.
I can see him doing it.
In the packaging of in the ultimate sort of size.
Yeah.
No, I think they're going to stay with the Zords because they've only done the T-Rex so far, so they've still got to do all the other Zords.
They're doing the Dragon Zord as well.
That's in wave 2, yeah. So I do think before you even think about a combined Zord, they've got to give us all the single ones, right? Because if you're just buying Super 7, in your mind you could display each character with their Zord as like a separate display type thing. But again, when you've got the Lightning Collection, the Super 7 comes with some nice accessories, but I don't know, just the scale's just not right, I guess. I don't know, either or.
With
Where
Super
would
7,
the...
Go on, sorry.
Go on, Rick.
I was just gonna say, like the Dragon Zord and the T-Rex Zord are the most like they're bigger than the other ones.
Yes.
Like an ultimate pterodactyl Zord is gonna be just like what are they gonna put in that packaging? Yeah.
But wouldn't you? But if you were going all in on this Super 7 line, wouldn't you be a little bit annoyed though if you didn't get all the Zords? That would annoy me a little bit, right? If I was going all in, I'm not that I'm a massive completionist, but when it comes to something like the Zord, you'd think you'd want all pieces of it, right?
Yeah, but I can't see them doing it. It's like they're the most man. Like there's obviously a man in the suit in the T-Rex and in the Dragon Zord.
Don't spoil the illusion. They're real robots.
you know what I mean? They've got like limbs, so you can do like articulation, with like Triceratops and saber-tooth tiger. They're just on the floor. They haven't I know they've got like legs on the saber-tooth tiger, but
it's a tank.
Yeah. But the mastodon as well, and like the pterodactyl is just like
the
face plate. There's like nothing you can do with that unless you do like some of the other ones did like two, didn't they? Two to a package. So if you did like saber-tooth tiger and mastodon in one, like Triceratops and that, that's the only other way you could do it. But then they're going to be smaller, or they're going to charge you more, one or the other.
It'd be interesting to see what they do because they're not slowing down with Power Rangers. I think they're going to at least give us all the Rangers, so you've got another 3 or 4 waves of Super 7. But anyway, Hasbro have given us this option.
If you stood the Dragon Zord next, because I can't think now, if you send Dragon Zord next to the Megazords, where does it come up to?
I reckon it'll only come up to the waist.
No, they were about the same size because Dragon Zord used to
they were the same size.
Yeah.
No, but I mean toy form. I thought what Tom was saying. If you got the Super 7 Dragon Zord, how would it scale with this? Is that what you're saying, Tom?
They're like 9 inches, aren't they?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. If you got the Super 7 Dragon Zord and this Hasbro Zord, they wouldn't scale together.
No, they'd be about 3 inches different.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But I'm sure Hasbro will get round to the Dragon Zord. They have to. Green Ranger sells Green Ranger's super popular. I think they will do the Dragon Zord in this Zap. I think they're calling it Zap format, the Zord Ascension project. Just a matter of time. Now, someone who can tell us about Zords and who's got a few himself is the man underneath you, Tom. Tanner, you've got a lot of Zords. So what are your thoughts on this?
So, first things first, I'm very surprised they didn't go with the HasLab for this, to be totally honest with you. But it looks really, really nice. I have the original.
There you go.
So I've currently got them in Ultra Zord format. It's very dated. It's from the 90s. So I may pick this up just to have it in Megazord mode while I have the original set in Ultra Zord mode, because the Ultra Zord saves space. But yeah. I can't say goodbye to these guys and replace
they're
them
retro.
with the
They're
new
retro at this point. You can't get rid of them. Yeah.
So there's that. I'm really liking it. Liking the design. The legs do look a little just above the Zords. The legs do look a little bit skinny, as the other guys are saying. I love the fact that you can remove the Megazord's faceplate and see the Rangers inside in the cockpit.
Yeah. Nice little touch. Little Easter egg, if you will.
Yeah.
That picture.
Yeah, so I will more. I as I was saying to you the other day, I'm currently on the fence with it purely because I have this bad boy. But it's not going to be out until June, so I've got up until June. It's not a timed exclusive sort of thing, so I can decide on that, especially having pre-ordered a certain toy van. Yes,
van.
A certain toy van, yes.
Yeah.
You say June, that actually means January. So.
Or tomorrow for all we know.
Yeah, who knows with Hasbro. What do you think of the price point, Tom? Because you said you're actually going to buy this. So you think it's reasonable?
Well, I thought Kapow had it on for 160, and I was like, who's going to pre-order it there? That was more than Hasbro. So, but Comic and Cocktails price, it was all right. Just about. When
the Lightning Collection started to get going, and I thought to myself, okay, I want a Zord for the shelf. I was like Googling as we do, looking for like the best representation of the Zord. And the Soul of Shojoken, I think they're called. Like they do a whole range of Zords and stuff. And like the Mighty Morphin Zord that had die-cast pieces and like looked really cool, that was like $350. And I had that in a basket on Kapow Toys for forever, and I just never pulled the trigger. And then one day it went out of stock, and I was like, oh well, decision's been made for me. But I so nearly spent that $350 on a Zord. I think MCU Collector did a decent review and a comparison actually of the Zord. But
That's
this
talking of $350.
Yeah,
go on. Yeah. Well, I was just going to say, Dan, Tom, and Tanner talking of $350, and what Tanner mentioned about HasLab. It made me think: would you have liked this as a Power Rangers HasLab, Tom and Dan and Tanner?
If it was going to be a bigger scale, just say if we got the Megazord at a Galactus size, that would have been great. It would have been massive and hard to display and all that. I agreed, and even though it wouldn't have been at perfect scale for the show, it's still damn close for a display. Do you know, So if we could have got a Megazord accurate to the show at the scale of Galactus, then it would have been an epic display piece, that's for sure. I don't know how realistic that could have been to be a combined there as well, and at that price point, but still, a collector can dream. But that I would have been very hard for me not to go in on something like that, regardless of the price. Anyway, what about you?
Is the size of Galactus even in scale with? That's still smaller than Lightning Collection scale, isn't it? That would be
probably would be, wouldn't it? Yeah.
I would. I think this size is perfect for me.
Yeah, I agree. What they've actually done, I prefer, as opposed to it going as a HasLab timed exclusive sort of thing, especially with the fact that I still haven't unboxed my Sentinel.
Yeah, well, like you said, it's cheaper, and we're going to get it quicker. So, but you would think that Zords are a good, easy option for Power Rangers, but Power Rangers are like the only... Are they the only big brand that Hasbro have got that haven't had a Lightning Collection yet? Because do you think Ghostbusters have just had a successful one? Star Wars, Marvel, Transformers, Power Rangers. Are we missing anyone else?
Fortnite, I suppose.
Yeah,
Fortnite, but then...
Well, Joe's have had their... Classified Joe's haven't, but the brand Joe's have had one.
Fortnite, but then that is brand new, isn't it?
They're really new, yeah.
Yeah, Fortnite are new, so I wouldn't even put them in the list yet. But Power Rangers they've had since end of 18, I think they bought the license, so they've had it long enough to prepare for a HasLab if they wanted to. But Joe's have had the retro line, but not the retro line. What's that line called? What's the 3 3/4 inch? Has that got a name?
It's O-ring, isn't it? So.
Yeah, I don't know if it's got an official name, but I would have been very curious to get a classified series HasLab, as we've already discussed. But
I think we'll get that now, because I think that was like that. The Sky Strike was almost like a test the water.
Testing the water. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, we're not getting, lads. Anyone going to say it for me?
Any more back series?
Yeah, there you go.
You can have the honour for that one, Dan.
Yeah, Rancor. We're not getting a Rancor. I'm assuming that none of us pre-ordered the Rancor anyway. So, what other toy news we got? Okay, again, this one. I just thought we'd mention it because we mentioned it with Robo on Thursday, but I never really got to show any pictures. So we've mentioned Super 7 a minute ago with Power Rangers, so I'm sure you know where this is going. Animaniacs. They showed off the Warner Brothers water tank, which obviously did look like the Animaniacs. I was just selfishly hoping for some Looney Tunes. Wasn't the case, it was actually Animaniacs. And whether it's called Wave 1 or not, we seem to get all of the Animaniacs and Pinky and the Brain. And I've also learned the correct way to sing the theme tunes now. It's not one is an idiot, it's one is a genius. So now I know. I will try and remember that, even though it's hard to break something that I've been singing for like 20 years. But there we go. Animaniacs Wave 1. We're getting Pinky and the Brain in the first wave, so you can complete those two. And then Wacko, Yakko, and Dot. If I asked you guys last week to name me the 3 members of the Animaniacs, would anyone have got it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have
100%.
known. I would have known them with the anime. I couldn't remember their bloody names. Anyway, here they are. Wacko, Yakko, and Dot. Pinky and the Brain. All brand new reveal from Super 7. Now, these look cool. Like, they do look like accurate representations from what we've seen on screen. There's no denying that. And you can't really ask for more when you want something in plastic. So if you're a fan of the Animaniacs and Pinky and the Brain, I think you'll be very happy to see these. I, for myself, will watch everyone else collect them, though. I don't think... Pinky and the Brain is very tempting, but I don't know. I'm curious of your thoughts anyway on these. So, Rich, Animaniacs, Pinky and the Brain, any type of interest, or can you appreciate them for what they are?
Do you know what? I'm not the biggest Ultimates fan, but I love the Animaniacs. And what sold it for me was Yakko comes with the map of the world. He does the map of the world song and the thing. So that was like, I'm like all in on this. So I'm gonna get them all.
Nice. I'm good. I want some people around me to get them so I can see if I get itchy when they get revealed, because they look, as I said, look, you can't ask for more in a figure line than them to be accurate to what they're meant to represent, and these do look really good.
It's like, to me, this is kind of like Bucky O'Hare territory, and it's a property that I like.
Yes.
That probably hasn't got the mass appeal. I think this has probably got more appeal than Bucky O'Hare, maybe, but still, it's like, I don't think we're gonna get like Hasbro or Mattel are gonna pick up this license. So yeah, I'm in for this one.
Yeah, like Pinky and the Brain come with 3 heads each and some crazy accessories as well. And like Abnugler can tell it's in group 2, but he's got some good ideas for displaying these as well. So yeah, I'm glad to hear that you're in on these, Rich, because I can enjoy them through you. What about you, Mark? Pinky and the Brain.
I remember it. I remember it in the 90s. I mean, I particularly remember Pinky and the Brain. I can't really remember the Animaniacs themselves, like going and like rewatching it on YouTube or whatever, Disney Plus, whatever it would be on. Oh, no, it wouldn't be Disney Plus, of course, wouldn't it? YouTube or whatever it would be on. But I remember, Pinky and the Brain. I remember the Good Feathers. I mean, they're probably going to be a bit small they might come as an accessory, maybe if there was a wave too. But the Animaniacs themselves, I can't actually remember too much about the actual characters. But I remember the cartoon. They all lived in the Warner Brothers Towers, didn't they? As far as I can remember.
Yeah.
I think at the beginning they used to like come out of it or something in the intro, but
I just remember the theme really well. We're the Animaniacs. Dun, 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 dun. I know the tune. I can't sing the words obviously, but I remember the theme.
Yeah, I think like you, Dan, though, I'll probably live through Rich N. I'll live through Rich N enjoying them.
We'll get you on, Rich, to unbox them when you finally get them. To this day, though, when my missus asks me what do you want to do today, and I always say to her the same thing I want to do every day: try and take over the world. I say that to her all the time, and that is from Pinky and the Brain. And like, it just makes me laugh. What about you? What about you, Phil? Animaniacs?
I've never seen either.
Yeah.
Never seen either. And I just googled both of them, and Animaniacs came out in September '93. Pinky the Brain September '95. So it would have been 16 and 18 respectively. So
perfect age for these.
Yeah, that's the phase where you duck out before you come back in, and
yeah.
like we are now. So I'm a bit like an old man yelling at a cloud. And since we've got Cloud on the stream, I'm going to yell at Cloud and say, what do you think of the Animaniacs, Cloud?
Phil's loving these segues today. I'm just going to get him writing segues for me. Cloud, what? Animaniacs, what are you saying?
I want to get them. I loved the show. I loved that they brought it back not long ago. I think they look great. If I had the money, or if something turns around and I do have the money, closer to when they come out, I'll probably jump in on them. But right now, it's one of the ones because of the price point that I have to step away from, because I would go in on all 5. And Cassie, my girlfriend, is ready to kill me with some of the collecting. So the more I can step back from, the better. So I'll wait.
These are the type of fig characters that I would pick up. Do you know, like the Disney toy box, right? These figures accurately represent the character. Really cheap price point, simple articulation. These are like less than £10 a pop. If they did the Animaniacs and Pinky and the Brain at this sort of scale and this form, I'd be all in. But like Cloud's saying, like these characters at that price point, they've got to come with some decent accessories to sort of make it worthwhile. But there's no denying they look great. Tom and Tanner switch places. I'm going to switch you back. All right. I don't like swapping seats in this house. Tom, what do you think? You've gone quiet. You're mute.
I was going to say the same as Phil. I'm too old. I'm just too old, Dan.
Okay.
Yeah, I would have been like 15 or 16 when this came out. So I think I remember vaguely watching it, but not much. So.
It was never like my favourite show as a kid. It's just one of those I remember being on, but like not something that I was like, oh, I love this. It was just like I remember it. Just one of those for me. Like, this is my like coming home after school. This is what's on ITV. That's what I remember. CITV.
CITV. It wasn't for rich people, Tom, like the Silver Hawks. Look, you could have watched this one.
Yeah, CITV. It was like after school, Channel 3, still in your school uniform, kicking your shoes off, just walked in through the door. This is what's on telly. That's how I sort of remember this anyway. Tanner, what about you?
So this is prime. I'm like Cloud. I'm interested in this. If they would have had another one with Freakazoid.
Oh, I've seen that,
would
yeah.
have just tipped me over the edge. However, it's space, it's money, and there's something about the Warner Brothers and the Dots heads. That's kind of also like seemed off to me. But these are very nice figures, Pinky in the Brain especially. But I will have to say no and live my joy through Richard.
Yeah, Rich, we're all coming around your house to play with your toys when these come in.
This is like the one thing that united me and Abnugler as well. It's like we've got common ground at last. Look, I love that.
Yeah.
But one thing I will say about this line though is if you look at all the other Ultimate lines, they've had like the Simpsons line. It's kind of like a main character and some like not so like lesser known characters.
Yeah.
Whereas this one, you're getting like the 5, I'd say, most popular Animaniac characters in one go. So where does the line go from? Is it just going to be like one and done, and then they're going to go on to like a different Warner Brothers property for the next one? And unless you're going to just get variants of like all the different characters. I mean, like there's people like Elvira. There's other characters in the Animaniacs universe you can do, but this is like kind of like I would be happy if this is it. I'd be happy with that.
It's a great point because like for such a niche line like these, it like grabs more people from the get-go, if you know what I mean. Like if Wave 1 only had one of the Animaniacs, I reckon less people would have jumped on because they don't want to play that long game. But I do think from a marketing standpoint, this is like a quicker way to grab an audience. It's like, look, first wave, you get them all. And then Wave 2, they can go anywhere they want. If, like you said, there is a Wave 2, because they could just like, as you said, don't do a Wave 2, and at least you got all the Animaniacs and you got Pinky in the Brain. So we shall see what Super 7 do. But if they are in the bed with Warner Brothers to say, Warner Brothers have a lot of unique characters, not just Animaniacs. So like you said, I would like them to go elsewhere within the Warner Brothers while hole. I was going to say water tank. But again, I've been saying give me ultimate versions of the classic Warner Brothers characters. I'd be in then. These, I don't know, they look fun. They look very accurate to what I remember in my head, which is so important for me. I always tell you from my shelf, I always want the most accurate representation of what's in my mind, my mind's eye. And these look like they've jumped right out the screen. So, I'll be coming around your house to play with them, Rich. I hope you don't mind. I'll bring the vodka. Sound a bit more enthusiastic, right? Bloody hell.
Now, Rich, one thing I want to see from you when you do get these figures is when you unbox it. If you start off with the introduction of "Hello, nurse," then that'll be all I need.
I just want Yakko, then I can do like the flag song, can't I? Like United States Panama, Peru. I have to get that down for when I open it.
Yeah. I want to see an unboxing video with you singing that. That would be great. Got it. You got like 3 years to learn it though. At the rate Super 7 Ultimates come out, so you got time. All right, gentlemen. I know Rich has got to go out for some birthday drinks, so we don't want to keep him. But I appreciate everyone joining me for Group 1. Hopefully you stick around. Hopefully you're all in the duck race, as you know. That's always the score. So we've still got a duck race to do. But gentlemen, much appreciated. Let me go around the gambit, let people know where they can find you online. And again, everyone who's watching right now, over 70 people here, links for everyone's Instagram. So every single person on screen right now, their Instagram is in the description. All right, go and follow them. Show some love. We're all one big community here. So Rich, birthday boy, happy birthday again, my friend. Hopefully you have some fun this evening. Where can the people find you online? I'm posting some drunk stories later, hopefully.
You can find me at Displayed Once on Instagram. That's my main place. Just
when are you changing your name to The Source?
Well, it's been a year now, Displayed Once, so it's like about time I change my name again, isn't it?
No, I like Displayed Once. From a pet and folk smoke-free home. I like that. Mark, what about you?
Yeah, so happy birthday, Rich, again, like Dan says. Yeah, for me, you can find me on Instagram at TakTak Customs. I've got a YouTube channel as well, which is TakTak Toys and Film. I'll be doing Time Bandits around the Christmas period for Phil. Maverick 5, I'll be doing the Krull, and I will be Turkish Spider-Man is on the list, Tanner. Me and Tanner were talking about the Turkish Spider-Man, so it's on the list.
We'll make it happen.
We'll make it happen. That's where you can find me, guys.
Beautiful. Fito, I hope your eye gets better. Hopefully by the next time you're on, it's healed up nicely, all right? Because I'm starting to feel bad. But where can we find you online until then?
I'm hoping so, yes, 6 weeks. Recently I've been in line outside a lot of hospitals waiting to get this sorted, but the lines are big, which I understand, so I don't mind. But happy birthday to Rich, and you can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Cool Toys UK.
I thought he was cosplaying as Domino. That's what I thought he was doing.
For your birthday,
yeah. Cloud?
On Twitter at CloudFoxwell, and on Instagram, Cloud_network. And perfect timing for Rich's birthday. I'll be posting a picture specifically for him. So Happy birthday. So I'll be there later. Come take it out.
Beautiful. Tom?
Happy birthday, Rich. Have a good evening. And I am on Instagram at Mini Plastic Multiverse and Twitter at Mini Plastic. I can't remember. I never remember that one.
It's well annoying that you can't have the same though, isn't it? Because it's too long. Yeah, it's annoying. Tanner?
So again, happy birthday, Rich. Have a good one. If you don't end up tomorrow with a hangover, I'd be very disappointed in you. But in finding me online, it's SuperTurk5000 on Twitter and Instagram, and also on this very channel with Turtles and Tea, coming with a new show coming soon.
Yeah, so hopefully we will do one in December. We will. So it's going to have to be soon because we need to know where our turtle figures are, Tanner. Where are they?
Yes.
It's a mystery. But gentlemen, thank you very much. As always, as I said, I hope you stick around for the second part of the stream. If you are watching, don't go anywhere. We've got Group 2 coming in and a duck race. So good luck, gentlemen, for the duck race. I'll talk to you all in a bit. All right?
Thanks,
bye-bye.
Thanks, everyone.
See you later.
Bye-bye.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas, everyone. Yeah.
Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
I'll try and make a stream happen before the end of the year, so we can do a top 10. I think I'll go around and everyone can do their top 5 figures of the year or top 5 purchases. Definitely going to do another Legend of Liquor before the year is out. We shall see. Hopefully it continues with the schedule, but we shall see. Anyway, over 80 people here. How are you doing? Happy Sunday, wherever you are on the planet, whether it's nice and early and you're eating breakfast like Alexi over on the West Coast, or you're in the UK and you're enjoying an evening drink just like I am. So we're going to continue talking some toys. As I said, lots of stuff to talk about as we sort of approach the end of the year. Big week for Marvel coming up with Spider-Man coming out and lots of secrets supposedly meant to be shown. New Marvel Fan First this week coming as well. D-Day is happening. When I say D-Day, I mean lots of toys are going to be released on Hasbro Pulse that we were expecting next year. So still so much happening, and we're only a couple of weeks away from 2022, which is crazy to say when you say it out loud. But we're not going anywhere just yet. This evening we're going to talk some more toys with Group 2, and we're going to do a duck race as well. So if you want to be part of the duck race, the World Duck Racing League, if you will, then you have to just be here. It's simple as that. Just be on the stream today, and you can be a part of today's duck race. But I'm going to invite Group 2 on. So Group 2 is Jamie, Abnugla, Alexi, aka Your Boys Got Toys, Cowboy Collector, DJ, Austin, and Matt, which is Hero of Collectors and Gahubri J. So, all right, so we've got a full house for the second group. I don't know what happened to Miguel. He asked to be on last night. He clearly had a line this morning. So the Wolfpack Toy Review, there was space for you, my friend, but obviously you're a busy man this time of year. It must be. So anyway, Group 2, send me a fresh DM. Let's get you on. Let's talk some more toys. Sort of going through the same sort of stuff we just went through with Group 1, but it's always nice to get a different perspective. I like to give people the platform to get their thoughts and their opinions heard. As I said, everyone's got their own thoughts on things, and there is never one person that is correct. No one is right, no one is wrong. Everyone can think what they like about these toys at the end of the day. It's always good to see what people like. As I said, Rich really liked Pinky and the Brain, and he didn't, and the Animaniacs, but he wasn't a fan of the Zord, where there's people on the other side of the spectrum. So it's always good to get different thoughts and opinions. So as Group 2 come in, I'm just going to go and grab a drink. So if you are watching live, don't go anywhere. I'll be back in 1 minute. How about you use this opportunity to go and get yourself a drink as well? Honestly, I'll be back in a matter of moments, all right? I'll be back in a second. Told you it'd be moments, didn't I? I genuinely just wanted to go and get another drink. However, I've run out of Koppelberg, so instead I've gone back to the weird, cheap, cloudy lemonade cider from Aldi. Very cheap, but it's like my backup when I run out of Koppelberg, so I need to get a top up, but it's not too bad. Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. It's like it tastes like a hooch. If you're in the UK, you know what hooch is. It tastes like hooch, if you will, like a cheaper version of hooch. Still nice though, nice and refreshing. Okay, let me send this link out to Group 2. Okay, so again, Group 2. Send me the fresh DM if you haven't already. Jamie, Abnugla, your boys got toys. Nicholas, DJ, Austin, and Matt. And I will get this link sent to you now. Fresh DM, please, lads. And I'll get this link to you right away. And until that happens, let's have a little recap, shall we, of the Duck Racing League, if you will. So here you go. We're going to do some duck racing in part 2. Obviously, we'll recap the news, and then we'll get into some duck racing. So here we go. Right at the top, as we know, is Cheeky Monkey Kiara, then Jamie, then Phil, Damien, and Rush. Displayed once, Pickle Go Rotten. Right at the bottom, though, I say bottom, but it's not really bottom because having points means something. Like there's a lot of people that have been racing ducks and never got points. So if you're on this board, it means you're on the board. That's how it starts. You get on the board, then you get more points. So if you're on this board, so from the bottom, we got Heavy Man, Mark Rose, McButter Goblin, Leo Barnes, Hero of Collections, that's Brandon, I believe, Omega Weapon, Omar V, Nick. I remember first if a chicken turned into like a flower between like on the last stream. I don't know what happened to his camera. He sort of was flickering from the 90s, then he turned into a flower in the meadow. But he got on the leaderboard all the same. Mary Karina Scott's got on there. MarkTakTak, Z-Man, 00Z. I hope you're better, my friend. I know you were ill last time. Eric Stream. Jeffrey Wilkinson, the Fusion, Robo's on the board, Dan Who's on the board. That's me. I want points in my own racing league when I've only got 3. I've only placed once in 10 weeks. So hopefully things can change today. But anyway, fresh DMs if you're in Group 2. Let's get these links out to you. And the Wolfpack just messaged me saying he overslept. It's all right, my friend. It's very early over there in the US. I forgive you. Okay, Group 2. Send them the links right now. Links are being sent. I think that's everybody. DJ just sends me an exclamation mark. Very aggressive, DJ. But it's fine. You've got the link all the same. All right, I'll wait for everyone to jump in. And again, we're just going to be recapping some of the same stuff we were just talking about, getting other people's opinions and perspective. As you know, today is a show called Legends and Liquor. Why? Because we talk about Marvel Legends and we drink some liquor, all right? It's simple as that. It's a nice, easy concept. People in the chat, let's just say hello to everyone who's still in the chat. Switch for the chat, shall we? Mini Plastic Multiverse is great. Thanks, Dan. Great fun as always. Have a great evening, Rich M. Yes, I hope everyone has wished Rich M a happy birthday. As I said, he's going to go off out now and drink some vodka, I am sure. Damien says, Dreamstone Captain Planet figures, any love? I would love some Captain Planet figures. I've actually got search lists on eBay because I'm tempted to sort of rebuy some of the Captain Planet figures that I had as a kid. I'd love to like the core 5 teenagers and Wind, Fire, Earth, all of that. Captain Planet, here's our hero. See, that's a theme tune I do know the words to. Yes, I would like Captain Planet figures. And yes, I have seen the spoof by, what's his name? War Machine. Why can't I think of his name? Names go out my head when I'm live on stream. Anyway, the second group's here. Let's get these guys in and talk some toys, shall we? Right. Admitting all. Let's get them all on screen. Now I'll press the button and they should all appear. Give me a second. There you go. And by the magic of Streamlabs and Zoom and my technical ability, they are all here on screen. Pow! How are you doing, everybody? Let's go around the board, make sure everyone's working, everyone's alive and well. Rafa, Abnugla, my friend, how are you? You good?
No, I'm doing good.
Good man, good man. We can hear you, we can see you. Is that an Alf or is that Matt, aka Gahubru J? You do sort of look like a Christmas Alf. I'm not going to lie to you.
See, this is the thing. I've had to go for normal. I've gone for normal earphones because if I had my headset on, you won't be able to. You won't get the full effect.
Well, it works. Very festive. I appreciate it. Thank you. Cowboy Collector also on point as always with the cowboy hat. I expect nothing less from you, my friend. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Can't complain. How's everyone doing?
Hopefully, everyone is well as we go around the board. Jamie, you good? The streak continues, Jamie.
Yeah, 19 weeks strong.
That's an impressive record. You clearly have nothing else to do on Sunday, just like me. So welcome. You're always welcome. DJ, Tech and Collect, how you doing, my friend? We can see you, but we can't hear you. You're on mute. See, this is why I go around and test, all right? This is why we test. Are you there? You good?
Can you hear me now?
We can. We can.
Very good, yeah. Today is like my Saturday, so my week just ended, so very happy to be starting off with this.
Nice. Good man. Well, you're always welcome. Alexi, your boy's got toys, and I can see your boy's got some toys right there at the front. Have we got, is that Blade chasing Caliban there at the front?
He thinks he's a vampire.
Oh, it makes sense. He does sort of look like a vampire, to be fair. It's the white skin that gives him away. But are you good? I like your T-shirt as well, by the way. Bonus points for that.
Whole thing.
That's one of my favourite T-shirts, and the design by Tom, Mini Plastic Multiverse as well, in the crisp white. It's a nice T-shirt. That I appreciate it.
Yeah. This is my favorite design that you did.
Thank you. Well, Tom, as I said, Mini Plastic Multiverse. We're sort of working on another one, but we shall see. Hopefully for the new year. Austin, hero of collectors, the man. If I had any Lego questions, I would go to him. But I also don't want to fall down the Lego rabbit hole because that's a whole nother expense that I can't afford as well as figures. But you try and do both, so bravo to you. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty well. Can you hear me?
We can.
Awesome.
Right, so I'm assuming you've all been around in the chat for a little bit anyway, so you know what we're doing today. Just want to go around, ask you anything new you picked up this week that you want to show off, or since last time we spoke, and then we'll get into some recapping some of the news, just to get your thoughts on like Hawkeye, Spider-Man. Does anyone else like Animaniacs? I know someone who likes Pinky in the Brain is here. But anyway, right, let's go around and talk some toys. So, Abnugla, what new toys you got recently that you want to show off, if any?
So I got this.
Oh, I think it seems like you and Rich are friends now. If you're showing Tigray off like that, I think the beef may be quashed.
I had to get her because of his birthday, right?
That's fair. That is fair. The beef is squashed on birthdays. It makes sense.
I'm gonna throw it in the bin now.
Harsh.
Just kidding. That's the only thing I got this week.
Nice. Well, she's a great figure. Hopefully it leads to many more repaints and treats. We need Wolfsbane, we need Feral, so I'm hoping she's the start of that sort of furry women, if you will. I don't know if anyone else are fans of furry women. Sounded wrong. Matt, what about you? Fan of furry women?
I plead the fifth.
Okay, fair. Any new toys you've got this week?
Well, some of you may notice some familiar shaped boxes just here.
They look green. Green reminds me of turtles.
Yeah. Thanks to some encouragement. Sorry.
They look ultimate-y.
It might be. Thanks to some encouragement from some parties that will remain nameless.
Yeah.
Tanner and Jamie. I ended up with some TMNT Ultimates.
How good is that Bebop, though? How good is that Bebop?
Insane.
So good.
Like, honestly, it was, what was it? Kapow had Leonardo and Rocksteady for like 35 quid each. So I was like, I have to get Leonardo to try out the Turtles just to see. And then while I saw that they were that cheap, I was like Rocksteady's just a big boy. And then after, what is it? As soon as I'd opened Leo, I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
And then, so I got Bebop like not long after. He arrived only yesterday, actually. And then it's just a matter of time until I end up with the rest of the Turtles. Yeah.
Honestly, like, if you starting on those as well is such a good sort of grab, because Rocksteady and Bebop are so impressive. Like, they're big, they're hefty, they look impressive next to the Turtles. Like, and again, like, you're probably too young to have had the original toys when you were younger, but they are just like, I use the word idolized at all, but that's not even a word. It's a word that I made up. But it's like, they're ultimate versions of the toys we had as a kid, and they're so impressive. And for that price as well that Kapow had them on for, honestly, is a steal, my friend, because I've got all those same figures, but I paid like top dollar premium price. So, and I had to wait between I got Rocksteady and Bebop, you know. So you did the right move. So I think that's a worthy investment, because as this line grows, people are going to be backtracking to try and get some of the big guns, and they're the big guns, that's for sure. So So have you spent all your money on Turtles then these last couple of weeks?
Not just Turtles. I've gone a bit mad. Well, no, that's the wrong side. There's the Studio Series Dinobots from Transformers.
Oh, nice, yeah.
The recent 86 Grimlock and Slug, and then
Slag. It is right. It's Slag though, right?
I keep forgetting that.
Yeah.
Because it's like I didn't watch the G1 cartoon, so for me it's like the Fall of Cybertron video game and everything after that. So
you're all dirty bastards. Abnugler loves furry women, and you like slags. Like, what's going on here? What's Group 2 all about?
But anyway, politely moving on.
This wise.
Yeah, this arrived literally about 20 minutes ago. It's the Kingdom Rodimus. So I haven't opened him yet. I was like mid-opening, and then you summoned us. So I was like, oh, drop everything.
That's all good.
Yeah, so fingers crossed that figure's going to be cool.
He'll be there waiting for you.
Yeah. A couple of other things, but nothing really
noteworthy. Nice, some good, cool stuff. It's nice to have we don't really have many we got casual Transformers guys, but obviously that was your first sort of big thing, weren't it, Transformers in the toy realm?
It has been so hard to shake. It was like I went through a phase of Marvel Legends in 2019, just focusing all on that. But Transformers keeps coming back.
Yeah, no, I get it. As I said, I pick and choose. I recently got this in Black Friday. It's the Red Series Cheetor. It doesn't transform, but like just as a Cheetor on the shelf, this is impressive. So I pick and choose as well. I like Transformers. But yeah, some good pickups. What about you, Cowboy Collector?
Didn't get too much this week. Some old legends and some new legends. I got the Excalibur set this week.
Nicholas, that is a wise investment, my friend. You do realise I get 0.0.0.0.0.1p of good wishes from the Harville team every time someone buys one.
That's great. It's great to hear. And also, I got the Toy Biz Juggernaut.
Oh, nice. That's one of the most popular Toy Biz figures, because it's just big and gangly.
Yeah, one of my collecting holy grails, so very happy to finally pick them up.
You're going to keep that mint then?
No.
Ah, nice. Can I open them up?
Yeah.
Have you got
review them on the
bit of a rewind review?
Not yet. This gonna be like a Christmas edition one.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I do like reliving some of those figures through other people, because it's been so long since they came out. As I said, 20 years of Legends now, moving into 2022, crazy times. But nice. Yeah. What about you, Jamie? Picked up anything recently?
Yeah, I'm gonna echo what Matt said and blame Tanner.
Oh, bad influence. Who is it? I can't read on the box. What's this say?
That one's Leo.
Okay.
I've got April, and I've got Mikey and Raph on the way.
Nice. And Donnie's shipping now from Super 7, so hopefully People getting them in soon.
Save the best till last.
Indeed. See, wise man. Yeah, I can't wait for Donny. I've also paid my deposit on that van as well. So, yeah, good times. What about, is that all? Any non-turtle related stuff?
Yeah, I've got the Love Triangle Cyclops.
Nice.
Like £3.
£3?
Yeah.
It's a bargain. From where?
It was a boot sale.
Who's selling that for £3?
Someone that don't know what they have.
Clearly, bargain, my friend. There's never any good boot sales or anything around here. But like, if I do go to one, they don't have anything Legends related or anything good like that. Yeah, my jaw would have dropped if I'd seen that for £3 on a table. That's a parent selling something that they don't know what they've got, essentially, isn't it?
Definitely.
Yeah. Wow, good pickup. That's a very nice find. Don't find them too often. DJ, what about you? Picked up anything recently?
I got the Excalibur 3-pack finally.
Nice.
The rest of the Human Torch, Captain Carter, Stealth. I don't know if this is...
No, she's not hit the UK. We don't actually know when she's coming in the UK yet. She's not up for pre-order. Yeah, she's not up for pre-order. She's not in any store. We have no announcement, so...
Maybe she's on her mission to sneak in.
Maybe, hopefully so. I know Brandon's clamoring for her.
And a big fan of the DBZ SH Fig Art, so I finally got Cooler arrived. I think I'm waiting on Tien and Chaozu, and I'm sure a dozen others I already forgot that I pre-ordered.
Bless you. Like, honestly, I apologize. I have no clue. No idea what you just said. I ignore my ignorance, but yeah, I have never seen Dragon Ball. All I know is Goku and crazy hairstyles. That's all I know. But they look like cool figures. So as an action figure fan, obviously I'm aware of the toy line, but I don't know who anybody is. They import, so right? That's an HA Figure Arts box, right?
Yeah. Definitely. It's imports, and yeah, it's what sucked me in is how well they captured like that. Bring the anime to a toy adaptation. Yeah,
as I said, as just a toy collector, I'm well aware of them. That's how I know of Dragon Ball Z, through the toys. If I wasn't a toy collector, I probably would never even know it existed. But yeah, so I do apologize. I cannot talk to you about Dragon Ball. I do.
Dragon Ball and Star Wars off the table.
Yeah, well, Star Wars I can limp my way through because I've seen the film.
Yeah, we all saw that.
The war in the stars. But yeah, Dragon Ball I can't even help you. Can't help at all. Unless you want to talk about Goku's hairstyles, then I know he's blonde. I know he has brown hair, probably black hair at some point.
Sometimes short, sometimes longer.
Yeah, just crazy. He loves the salon, that guy. But no, as I said, like we can do spin-offs on every brand, and it's nice to know there's someone out there for Dragon Ball if we ever do that. What would Dragon Ball go with? What beverage would Dragon Ball go with? Dragon Balls and I don't know.
On drafts.
Dragon Balls and drafts. Yeah, every episode we try a different draft beer and talk about Dragon Ball. I'll just drink the beer. You can talk about the Dragon Ball. All right, we're in.
It's a win.
Yeah, Alexi, what about you, my friend?
I secured 4 figures this week. I possess none of them.
Nice.
I ordered the 2-pack from Ami Ami of Dark Knight Returns and Carrie Kelly Robin. So
nice,
pretty excited about that. And I actually have a short story for you regarding last week about A to Z Collectables, where that vintage Spider-Man wave hit stores like before anyone else. Do you remember that?
Yeah, Wave 2. Yeah, you said Wave 2 was like very close to where you were.
So I called him this week because he had Psycho Man and High Evolutionary on his shelves still. And so, like I said, that's my hometown. So my dad is going to go over there and pick them up just to give them to me for a Christmas gift. But I asked him if he knew if he was world famous around Thanksgiving for that vintage Spider-Man wave. He said back in January of this year, he ordered 3 cases of that wave. And just randomly, 1 case showed up, and he put the whole case out right away. And then, of course, the person that posted it on social media bought the whole case right away. And then he said after he sold that case, like, people from all over the country were, like, calling in to see if he could ship out and everything. And he was like, it was just a mistake. I don't have all of them, blah, blah, blah. But he said he ordered, like, 26 more cases for the coming, like, holidays and stuff. And I was like, I'm sure they'll sell out.
I believe that Spider-Man wave technically is like the first wave of the new year. So technically it's a 2022 wave. It's just that usually the first wave of the new year always trickles in towards in December time, which seems to be the case. As I said, that wave is scheduled to hit Hasbro UK next week. So we shall see. So hopefully I'll have my grubby mitts on it next week and I can finally complete my wall. Finally. But we shall see. But yeah, it's good to know that there's a store close to the family that you can keep an eye on. Just keep an eye on, see if anything else slips through the cracks.
There's a lot of good stuff. I always stop by there when I'm in town, and I'm never like I stopped by there a couple weeks ago because I was working in the area and I saw Psycho Man and High Evolutionary on the shelf, but I was like traveling for work, so I was like, I'm just gonna hold off. But luckily, he still had him when I called him. So,
and a nice Christmas gift as well. Always nice when you can get figures you want as gifts. Something I don't trust anyone to get me anything unless I guess I sent them a link or something maybe, but. Nah, but still, always nice when you can get figures you want as a gift. That's pretty good as well. So anything else? Anything else?
No, just that 2-pack from Ami Ami, which looks really great.
And that's Mafex, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the new Mafex.
Yeah, nice. Are you all in on the Dark Knight?
No, I passed on those first 2 releases. I mean,
which is Joker? Is it Joker? They've done Joker in the Dark Knight as well, right?
Yeah, so they did Joker from Dark Knight Rises. They did 2 of the Batman from Dark Knight Rises. They did where he's all torn
beat up.
And then they have one that Rafa O'Toole is showing right there.
Oh, there you go.
It's
yeah,
a really nice picture.
Yeah. They look great, but I knew that 2-pack was coming, so I just sat on my hands when those first 2 releases came out.
Yeah, and they're doing a Superman as well next year, ain't they? They've showed that's up for pre-order as well.
Yeah.
No. So same with that and Hush. Like if you're a fan of either storyline, then that seems
I'm going all in on Hush. Yeah. I couldn't go all in on both.
Makes sense for an import. Definitely makes sense. I'm still waiting for my Psylocke Nippon-Yusan. Come on, ship it. So yeah, I feel your pain. But yeah, great pickups.
Yeah. I did get Psylocke, yeah.
Yeah, mine still hasn't shipped from Nippon-Yusan. I paid for it, just waiting for it to ship. I'm meant to ship on the 30th of November. We're now 12th of December. I've sent them an email just sort of asking for an update, and I've just been blankety blanked. So yeah, I'm gonna have to wait.
Nippon-Yusan for most of your import stuff? I've never got anything.
Yeah, look, for years, literally years, I've been using Nippon-Yusan and never had an issue. Like even during COVID, I got things quite relatively fast and never really had a problem. So like I just kept some of my pre-orders. Just think, we've ordered Psylocke in January of 2020. Do you know, like, so it was a long time ago I ordered that. But I know since then, the Nippon-Yusan have been a bit weird, but my Gambit arrived, no problem. So I just kept my pre-order, paid for it, and thought, just see how it goes. And I think this one has stung them. This one may make me avoid them now, I think.
I use Ami Ami so much that I got $10 off the sticker price and free shipping using my points for that 2-pack.
Oh, nice. Very nice where you can use like loyalty points.
It's not cheap either.
Yeah, I need to find a new import place, I think, that's for sure. But nice to know that you've got yours secured. All good. Austin, what about you, my friend? What have you been picking up this last couple of weeks?
Like many people, I've got my Excalibur 3-pack.
Yes, I love the UK rapping in the group today, people. I appreciate it.
A couple weeks ago, I got the Wolverine 5-pack for only $80.
Nice. Is that on a Black Friday sale? 'Cause I still haven't picked up that 5-pack yet.
Yeah, it was... I want to say the weekend of Thanksgiving. It was for $80, and I hopped on it. I had to.
I would have, if I would have done the same as you, if it came on sale in the UK, but it never did. So, unfortunately, not picked it up yet. It looks good though.
Got Johnny, like other people. Just need that Invisible Sue.
Flame off, Johnny. Are you sure you don't have Invisible Sue and you just can't see her?
I mean, I might.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying, be careful. But have a look around.
Fancy new package.
Maybe that's what I stepped on earlier. I don't know.
Yeah, nice.
And, going with Transformers, I got the red Optimus Primal.
See, that will go with this. Have you got both of these?
No, I'm pick and choose with my Transformers, and I don't know Beast Wars very much. I just like these designs.
I want to see how they scale next to each other. Just hold them up again. Let's see if they scale well together. I don't think it works as well as I hoped. I wanted to know how. Yeah, I want to know how he scales with that, so I can see if I need to buy it.
Here he is next to a Sunfire Buck. Now just put a Sunfire next to you.
Yeah, that's a good idea, actually. But yeah, I'm tempted to get that as well.
Austin, are you going to keep all 5 of those figures from the Wolverine pack, or do you not need some of them?
The only one I'm considering not keeping is Omega Red. all the others I have a spot for. Like I haven't posted about it, but I kit bashed the Mastermind head to a.
Oh, nice. So what's that jacket from? Is that from the Old Man Logan?
Old Man Logan 2-pack, yeah.
Yeah, I spotted that. That's a nice touch. I haven't seen many people do that. I've seen people use like an old DC figure or something. Was it a Scarecrow? Yes, there you go, Scarecrow. Yeah.
That'd be a good base for like a Constantine also.
Yep, Constantine would good.
Mobius body too.
Yep. So who's in that pack that's new? Callisto, Mastermind, Cyber, and then you got the shirtless Wolverine and Omega Red. That's the 5. So 3 new characters isn't bad for a 5-pack, to be fair. So that's why I need it, because I need those characters. I don't have those 3. And that Omega weapon is a little bit brighter than the other one, right? If I remember correctly. Yeah.
Brighter and white boots instead of red.
Okay. Yeah, it's one of those where I don't want to wait too long to grab it, because it might turn out like that Thanos 5-pack where it's on Amazon for a little bit, and then when it disappears, it's now on the aftermarket for like double the price. So I need
That's
to
what it did a week beforehand. Like, I had it in my save for later, just keeping an eye on it.
Yeah.
And it went out of stock and was like, other retailers you can get it for $240. I'm not going to pay that.
Yeah. Sometimes the Amazon sets do that. Sometimes, as I said, if you want that Thanos 5-pack now with like the accurate MCU versions of the Dark Order, good luck to you, because that's going for at least double on the aftermarket, which is like a hefty two something plus. So so that's what making me think I shouldn't hesitate too much on this Wolverine pack, because 3 new characters to add to the shelf. Yeah. Another Omega, we shall see. But yeah, some great pickups, and always nice when you can get a sale as well.
I just got this while you were talking to Group 1. It's the last Infinity Saga set I needed.
What's your favourite Infinity Saga set now you've got them all? Do you think it is anyway? Quicksilver. Team Quicksilver. Ryan,
quick on that answer.
Yeah, Ryan Single will be very happy to hear that, I'm sure. He is Team Quicksilver all day. I'm sure
I didn't see that coming.
Nice. Well, that will be a perfect segue into Marvel Legends. So let's get into it, gentlemen.
Before we change subject,
yes,
I'm gonna need a little help from you guys. So I was checking out some stuff here in Mexico, and they've got some Cobra Vipers from the G.I. Joe. I don't know if anybody collects.
Yes.
G.I. Joe.
The Viper, as in the blue and orange Viper ones.
Yeah, the original Cobra Island ones.
Yes.
And they've got them for like £18 and on sale in a store here. And I'm tempted to get them, but I don't see many people buying them here. So I don't know if I should jump on it or wait a little longer, see if they go down a little bit.
So which ones are they? The Cobra Vipers, not the... Because the Cobra Vipers ain't Cobra Island, though.
Yeah, the original ones. So
it's the Cobra Viper, the Cobra Island, the ones in the blue, not the orange. Because I said orange and you said yes. So you got me confused thinking it's the newer ones.
No, the ones in the blue.
Okay.
The older ones.
Yeah, okay. I think I'm on the same page. I thought you meant like the brand new... Like Alley Vipers.
No, the auto.
Yeah. My bad. £18 is a pretty good price for the figure. Even in the UK, they go for like 22, 24-ish.
Because I know in the US they were really, really hard to get.
Yeah, sold out.
They
and then when they did like make them a bit more available, it was still like 1 per order limit. So you'd have to like make new accounts or something else. Like if you wanted to try to get multiple or bug your friends and family. Yeah, no. So if it's something you're debating and you haven't like count in mind, I'd lean towards it, but it's also hard to say with different regions.
I'd get a couple to sit on, by the way, Ralph.
They're not selling.
I'd get a couple.
They're not selling here, and they've got like 20 of them in their store.
I will get a couple.
I would get them, but then I don't want what happened to you with Major Blood.
Oh, I do actually have 3 Major Bloods still, I think. I have at least 2 anyway.
Well, I'd say at least secure 1 if you don't have any for your collection.
Okay.
And by the way, I've got 3 Major Bloods because I desperately wanted a Major Blood, so I pre-ordered and brought from different stores, and then they all just came and it was like plentiful stock. So now I ended up with 3, and because there's so many, like no one wants to buy them either. So that's why I've got loads of Major Bloods, annoyingly. But Vipers, at least are an army builder. So if you've got a couple of Vipers, but yeah, they're quite popular, and I think the new GI Joes they've got a repaint of them now in the Tiger version, ain't they? So I think yes. So the blue ones may be a little bit more desirable as these new ones come out. Maybe we shall see. I definitely think again, if you want to hit up Abnugler there on Instagram, if you're after some GI Joes, you maybe have to hook you up. But yeah, I again, stuff like that. When I know there's a figure that goes for more, I'd pick up.
Apparently, there's not a big fan base here in Mexico because they got the what is it, the Baroness with the
cycle.
Motorcycle?
Yeah.
That was apparently really sought after in the U.S. as well, and nobody's jumping on them.
Well, what was the G.I. Joe like fandom like for in Mexico? Like, because just think Yo Joe was like, did you have it on TV? Did you like?
Yeah, we had him on TV, but I don't. I guess I'm biased because I was a fan of him. I had the toys, but apparently there's not a big fan base.
Sometimes that's just the case, isn't it? Some places things just don't resonate with certain audiences for whatever reason. So. Works in your favour though, because you are a fan and you can get these figures easily. So I wouldn't complain too much. As long as you can get them, okay, that's all good.
Dream in the chat said he wants 2 of the ones you're talking about.
You go, Eric Stream.
Who was that?
Eric Stream in the chat says, "I need Cobra Viper. I'll buy 2, dude." There you go, Eric Stream. Hit up Abnogla. Let's see if we can make it happen. That's what it's all about. Helping each other in the community. If anyone needs a Major Blood, I know someone who can help. I might have extra, let's make that happen. Extreme, hit up Abnugler and see if we can make that happen for you. That'd be very kind of you, Ralph, and very kind. And yeah, they're the blue Cobra Vipers, not the new Ali Vipers that I mistaken. Because Tech Heck is asking the same thing. Okay, let's get into some legends then. So let me spin the picture around. So as you know, people, I was showing the Hawkeye images because between the last Legends and Liquor, they revealed the digital renders for the new Hawkeye figures, which is obviously Hawkeye and Kate Bishop as well. So again, we don't know where this is going to be. Could be a 2-pack, could be part of a wave, which again, no one knows yet. So that always incites conversation. So my question to you guys is the same I was asking the previous group. Is like, first of all, do you like these figures? Where do you think they're going to end up? In a wave, or will they end up in a 2-pack or a 3-pack, whatever you think? And also your just general thoughts of Hawkeye so far. So as again, nice and simple. And we'll go around the group. So we will start with whoever's underneath me. I don't know why you're there, but it makes sense. DJ.
I'm excited now they look for sharp, but I will say like MCU, I'm not a big follower. I'm not. You have to not cutting edge on it. I just saw Shang-Chi last night, so super enjoyed that. But the figures look good. Just have to wait and see if it's going to be a 2-pack, like many people are speculating would make sense. But they could also do something where it could be 2 figures from a wave of other MCU references from their mini series.
So you said you're not all in on the MCU stuff, up to date with the MCU stuff. Have you seen many of the Disney Plus shows?
Yeah. So this is the only one I think I haven't seen.
Okay.
And So this is the last one I'll have to just catch up on.
It's been a good one. I think you'd enjoy it. It's been a good one so far. We're only 4 episodes in, so hopefully the best is yet to come. But it's always nice, like someone like you as well. You've already got 4, even if you're about to start watching it tomorrow, you've got 4 episodes off the bat. Where everyone else watching it week by week, it's a little bit more agonizing. So,
that is my preference. Especially something like that. We're like, I did see the first episode yet. I can just hold off, especially at this point where it's like, now I can just binge the whole thing through.
Yeah, nice. Ralph, you're underneath.
Yeah.
Hawkeye, thoughts on these figures, the show in general?
I've only seen the first 2 episodes. I'm a little behind. The figures look nice. I'm probably not going to get them since as most of you know, I don't collect MCU, but they look nice.
Cool. Alexi, you going to be picking these up, liking the show so far?
I guess I should have been in group 1 because I was ready to talk details about the show so far. But
well, you can. Please tell me what you like.
Yeah. I haven't seen any of it, so No, I think these look great. I also don't collect MCU, but I think this is the best look for Hawkeye so far in Marvel Legends form. I mean, I was collecting like the core Avengers team for MCU, but I had to do the kit bash for like Quantum Suit, Clint's head, and Ronan's body, and so I ended up selling all that off and just cleaning the slate. But I think they look good. Maybe the likeness is a little off, but I think Jeremy Renner just has one of those faces that you can't like 100% capture it, but I think it's close enough. And finally, he has purple on him.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, after all this time. But talking about the likenesses, you're spot on. By the way, the Haley Atwell doesn't exactly look like Haley Atwell, but at the same time,
Steinfeld.
A Steinfeld. I keep Haley Atwell's Peggy Carter, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, my bad. It's a Haley. Her name's Haley. That's what I'm getting confused. The likeness isn't spot on, was my point, but it is also a digital render, so I'm sure it's going to look a little bit different when it's 3D printed. But you're right as well. Hawkeye's finally got some purple on him, and as we're yet to even see it in the show. So again, I'm assuming last episode type of deal. But to be fair, to just for DJ and Ralph's sake, nothing's happened that is majorly spoilery anyway. Like if you've both seen Black Widow, have you both seen Black Widow?
Nope, I haven't seen Black Widow. That was the other one.
Okay. Okay.
Well,
maybe.
Again, no worries. No
Okay.
spoilers.
Okay. Nothing. I don't think nothing crazily. Nothing. Even if you heard something, nothing's going to ruin the show for you anyway, because it's nothing like super surprising or crazy has happened anyway yet. We're hoping something does, but not yet. It hasn't. So that's why we're all excited to talk about it. But do you think, Alexi, what's going to happen is going to happen with the big guy, if you know what I'm talking about?
I think we're getting that. I said it in the comments during Group 1, but there's supposed to be a lot going on this week, particularly in the MCU.
Okay.
And I think they're kind of making sure that everything lines up so that it all kind of ties in together with like the movie coming out and then the new episode of Hawkeye and like everything that's going to be happening as far as like reveals in the movie. So and also there's like speculation that it's going to break the internet. And so I don't think Kim Kardashian is going to be in the episode. So it's got to be another big ass.
Yeah, another big ass. I see where you're going there. I like that. Yeah, I need to book Wednesday off. Wednesdays could be a good day for an MCU fan. So, with Hawkeye, and obviously you don't have it unfortunately on Wednesday, but I'm seeing Spider-Man, as you know. My bad. I won't spoil it for anybody.
I don't even want tickets.
Did you want them for like day one? Could you not get them or what anything?
No, I wanted to, but the missus and I are both going to be out of town for separate reasons, like in different areas.
Yeah.
So I think she's going to go see it with her friends back home, but I'm going to be in the middle of nowhere for work. So I think I'm going to have to drive like 50 miles or so to find a movie theater.
Could it be worth it? Could it be worth it? And also, if my Amanda went and seen an MCU film without me, that's an affair in my eyes, to be honest. Do you know what I mean? She may as well be sleeping with another man at this point. It's like, do not go and see an MCU film without me. All right, nice one. Matt, what about you? Hawkeye figures, the show in general?
The figures look great. Yeah, the likenesses might not be perfect, but like you said, it's a digital render. It's the golden rule. Whenever we see something revealed, it always looks better in hand.
Yeah,
so I'm excited for that. I don't know how it'll be released, 2-pack or wave, but I don't care as long as we get a Lucky the Pizza Dog. That's pretty much all I care about at this point. As far as the show goes, I'm having a good time with it. Every episode feels a little... I don't know what the word is, but the way I process it in my head is I feel like I'm going to enjoy the show a lot more when everything's out and I can just watch it all as like one big Christmas movie.
Yeah.
Because without spoiling anything, there's the way episodes end, they tend to go pretty directly into the next one. Like compared to WandaVision, where most episodes were it's like one episode, something happens, then the next, and then the next. But with Hawkeye, it's pretty, one episode ends and it just
it's like a movie.
Goes straight. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's like a movie just been sliced up.
There's no real disconnect.
Like
it's
chapters.
just sort of
yes,
exactly.
Yeah,
but yeah. So I would say anyone the guys in the thing, who've not seen, if you've not started watching it yet and you've not come across spoilers, I would say wait, because it's just going to be much more enjoyable as a Christmas movie.
I've read somewhere online anyway. Even if the way our brains work, even if we knew a spoiler, so just say I don't know, something random like Spider-Man's going to appear in Hawkeye. Obviously, that's not going to happen, but just say we got spoiled that it was Spider-Man's going to appear in Hawkeye. It's not going to take away our enjoyment from it when it happens, if you know what I mean. Like, so people do get worked up on spoilers, and I don't think it takes away from the show. Like, it takes the surprise element, but not necessarily the enjoyment element. So, I don't know.
Exactly. Like, I feel like it's safe to say we've all seen Endgame at this point. If you haven't, I'm 2 years ago.
Yeah, if you haven't, I'm kicking you out. So yeah.
But yeah, like
I just got back from the blue.
But Iron Man's death was spoiled for me before I actually saw the film. But the way I see spoilers is I don't care if I know what happens. I care if I know how it happens.
Yeah.
So it's like if I know all the specifics and details, then I'll be like, oh.
I tried so hard to avoid spoilers, and then scrolling Instagram, I seen Black Widow died. I don't know who posted it, but it was like I was so angry. I literally threw my phone across the room. I was like, shit! Like, did I really just see that? And I like tried to convince myself I didn't see it, and I misread it, and I was like trying to convince myself that I didn't see it. And then when I went and seen the movie, because her and Hawkeye are literally going back and forth on that Vortmir thing, I genuinely, in the moment, thought, oh, wait, maybe I did see it wrong. Maybe it is Hawkeye. Do you know what I mean? So, like, that moment, even though I did see it before, it didn't spoil the moment, because during the film, watching it, it was still back and forth that I thought, oh, I could be wrong. It could be wrong. So, yeah, like, it happens. And I prepared myself for Iron Man. I thought, because that was the one thing I didn't want to happen, and I thought, whatever I don't want to happen is going to fucking happen in it. So, like, Iron Man's dead. Like, gutted I was. Gutted. Yeah.
So what you're saying is we should get a good phone case.
Yeah. In case you see a spoiler and you launch it, or just throw it on a pillow. I always make sure I throw my phone on a bed or a pillow. Like, I throw it in anger, but make sure I throw it in a sensible direction, not against the wall. Just place it on that bed over there. Good aim.
An opportunity for like a return to yo-yo balls, but for your phone.
Yeah, just attach it on a bouncy spring or something.
Just waiting for the announcement of Dan Who phone cases now.
Let me write that down. I could do one myself. All right, nice one. Nicholas, what about you? Hawkeye show figures?
Well, I'm not really an MCU collector, but I think I am gonna have to rule for these two.
The show's got you.
Enjoy the show. Yeah, Kate Bishop especially is becoming one of my favorite actors, and I really like them so far. So I definitely probably gonna pick up the two. They look great.
Yeah, that's what can happen with a good show, isn't it? Like, you think to yourself, oh, I'm not in the MCU, or I don't collect these, or I don't collect these. And then you're like, but I really like it. Like, that's why Brandon won't watch John Wick, because he knows there's a toy of John Wick. So if he watches John Wick, he's going to have to go out and buy it. So it's the same sort of concept. But these are cheaper than an import. So, these. Where do you think they get them? Do you reckon it'll be a 2-pack or in a wave or something?
I think they're going to be part of another Disney wave. I think that's probably the bet.
Yeah, I'd be fine with them being in a wave. If we got more Disney Plus characters, there's still plenty we need throughout the 4 other shows, whether it be more WandaVision. Like, we still just think we still need Agatha Harkness, for God's sake, and it's nearly been a whole year since we got WandaVision. So, and she's getting a spin-off show, so there's another character you could whack in a wave straight away.
I wonder if we'll get her into this, like, another MCU Studios series.
I'd take that. The Marvel, the Infinity Saga sort of lineup has been one of my favourite summer releases, but I'd also take do you know that they did the 10th anniversary studios? Is that what you're saying? But they do another studios
exactly.
thing?
Do whether it's Disney Plus or Studios or something, the WandaVision Studios.
Yeah, I'd take all that. I'm an MCU guy though, so I'm selfish. I'm biased. I'm like, give me it all. But
I'm not big like following all the being on top of the movies, but as a collector, it's part of a multiverse now. So yes, I have all of it.
yeah, it's good. It's good. All right, nice one. Jamie, what about you with Hawkeye?
Yeah, I like the show. I think it's not my favourite of the Disney Plus shows, but definitely up there.
Well, there's still 2 episodes left to change your mind, Jamie. Those 2 episodes could be the best 2 episodes of television. May just change your mind.
They normally are, to be fair.
Yeah, we shall see. We'll come back to you.
In terms of the release, I think realistically they should be single packed because they're title characters. I think title characters should be released as single packs, so it's easier for people to get them. But I won't mind either way.
Yeah, I was saying to Robo on Thursday, like, if it was a 2-pack, surely they would have just show us it because they're revealing both figures. So why not just reveal the 2-pack? But then these are early stages renders, like these are early digital renders. Maybe the figures ain't in a pack yet, so they can't show us it. So that theory's out the window because they're still early renders. So if they actually showed us pictures of the figure and didn't show us it was a 2-pack, then I'd say it was a wave. But it could be anything, yeah. It could be anything. We haven't even seen the characters in these uniforms yet. I just got a donation, super chat donation. Thank you very much,
Smith
Dominique.
Donated $5. Don't
let Friday
forget
read that
about
out.
the Legends predictions I sent on Twitter earlier.
Oh, okay, Dominique. I'll go to my Twitter and we'll get that up when we talk about the Legends stuff. So yeah, don't you worry, my friend. We'll look at that. But thank you very much for the super chat, Dominique. Much appreciated. Okay, Austin, what about you with Hawkeye?
I think he's looked great. I'm glad to finally have a Hawkeye in purple. I wish we would have gotten the Civil War Hawkeye before this one, so I can have one with my Infinity Saga and then have this one with Phase 4, but
definitely a gap.
I'm still very happy to be getting this.
Yeah, definitely a Hawkeye gap. The only one I've got is the Age of Ultron.
Yeah, I've got the same one and then Ronin.
Yeah.
So yeah. I want a Hawkeye in purple. That's mainly what I want, and now we finally have that. And with getting Kate, another great character to add to the shelf. And I'm with Matt, lucky to defeat the dog, or just might as well not even tell it.
Yeah, the thing is, right, they were talking, someone was talking to the showrunner about the dog, and the showrunner said they wish they had used the dog more. So I don't think that the dog is being pushed as a big marketing thing. So I don't know if it's going to be in Legends form. I really don't know. We shall see, but I wouldn't hold your breath on that one, I don't think. If the dog was more predominant, then maybe, but the showrunners literally said themselves they wish they used the dog more. So I don't know. I'd hold your breath with the Legends. I wouldn't hold your breath with the Legends, but I don't know anything. I don't know anything. We shall see. I would gladly take it. And a slice of pizza as well, why not? Otherwise, you can borrow one from my Turtles. I'm sure the Turtles won't mind giving up a slice.
Pizza, vintage Spidey, they have pizza.
Yeah, Legends have got pizzas. You're right. You're not wrong. Legends have their own pizzas already. Yeah, you're not wrong. All right, nice one. So that's Hawkeye. But of course, like Dominique just said, we can talk about some Legends predictions for Thursday. So again, this very Thursday, very conveniently on a Thursday, so I can talk about it on my live stream. Hasbro are doing a fan first, probably the last one of the year, so they're going to recap their favourite picks and probably do their draft like they did last year. But I'm curious what you guys would like to see. Like, are there any figures that they have yet to reveal, or you think they're going to reveal? So just general, any sort of guesses what we'll see on Thursday, if anything. As I've said already with Group 1, I personally don't think we'll see too much, but we will see some new reveals. There's no way they do a fan first and not show something. So we're going to see where that barrel comes from. Dan Eunice said on Instagram, Twitter, sorry. So I don't know, a couple reveals maybe. Maybe we'll see pictures of the other retro Toy Biz ones that we know we're getting. Like, curious of your thoughts on Thursday. So DJ, any ideas, any suggestions, predictions, thoughts?
I definitely think probably a continuation to either the Toy Biz revisit or the VHS box. Otherwise, the other big possibility, I guess, would probably be the What If Ultron Build-A-Figure wave or something like that. Just with come to a year end, what's already been released. Anything else, I think, would be referencing too new of material without covering some of their previous bases.
Yeah, makes sense.
And even a Loki wave would be another nice surprise, because I know a lot of people are probably still itching for some of the Loki variants.
Well, you could whack the Loki variants in a pack on their own at this point. You could get the old Loki, the kid Loki. Was it the boastful Loki? Was that what he was called? Yeah,
I believe so.
Yeah. So
do an Amazon pack or some sort.
Yeah, that could. I'm sure people would want it. Again, the floodgates with the TVA and with the multiverse and all of this. Like the floodgates have opened now within Marvel. Like I'm gonna need a bigger room, let alone more shelves. Like, but yeah, give me them all. Give me them all. But we shall see. What about you, Ralph? For Thursday, any ideas?
I don't know. Probably just. I really hope they show us Toad and Hulk. That's probably my best idea right now. Maybe show some other figures that they've already
Shane
shown.
Shooter
like,
donated $5.
actual figures,
Congrats
not the
on
renders.
5 years on YouTube.
Oh, what is that? Super chat from
This
Shane
is
Shooter.
it, they'll
Sorry.
reveal my Shane Shooter figure. Fingers crossed.
Sorry, I'll replay that again, Shane Shooter. Sorry, sorry, Ralph, as well. That popped up just as we were speaking there. I'll play it again. Sorry, lads, 1 second. Shane Shooter says, congratulations on 5 years of YouTube. This is their reveal, my Shane Shooter figure. Fingers crossed. I'll let Friday read it out. She does a better job than me.
Shane Shooter donated $5. Congrats on 5 years on YouTube. This is it, they'll reveal my Shane Shooter figure. Fingers crossed.
Shane Shooter figure. Well, we shall see. We will see, Shane Shooter. I know Rich is on your team when it comes to that type of stuff, but again, Thursday we are yet to see. But yeah, I don't think you're wrong, Ralph, either, by the way. I'm sorry about that little Friday interruption. We haven't had one of them in a while, but I appreciate it all the same. What about you, Alexi? You got any suggestions, ideas? Predictions?
So reluctant. I'm so reluctant to make predictions because I fell into that trap with right before the Captain America reveal, and I was like so disappointed because I was like, oh yeah, we're getting World War II Bucky and classic Cap 2-pack, and we're getting all this like great stuff, and then like the Captain America is cool and all, but I just don't want to be heartbroken again. Logan Dan's Toys has a good point. I would love to see a comic book Bruce Banner. That would be a good way to spruce up
the Hulk. Yes.
Yeah, if they did like a 2-pack and they just did a re-release of Hulk again, like giving us a classic Bruce Banner would honestly make me buy it. But other than that, I'm excited to see what the reveals end up being without having any prior anticipation. I think there was still a few things that they teased like a while back as far as the trading cards and stuff that we still haven't gotten answers to.
Yep.
The barrel has been rolling around in my head all year, so I would love to see what that means.
Yeah, we've got the barrel, we've got the maggot, even though we know they're from maggot. We've got like the character with no legs is going to get revealed. We've got the cards still. We get I think it was either 2 or 3 figures from those cards that we've never had in figure form before. And I think Rich earlier, the source, if we will, said mentioned Sleepwalker. Well, I don't think he mentioned Sleepwalker. I think I did. I think he tried to be more sly than me. But I think Sleepwalker's going to happen. Yeah, I reckon, like you said, we may get a few those teases tied up before the year is out.
Yeah, either way, I'm excited to see Mission Report December 16th, 2021.
Oh, yeah, you're not wrong. That's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good. And that is also the day that Hasbro UK are meant to get that Winter Soldier, which I never put 2 and 2 together before, but now I do. Thank you very much. I'm going to have to get that flashback Winter Soldier now on the 16th. I can't delay. It just makes sense. What about you, Matt, on for Thursday? What do you think?
I'm not really one to speculate when it comes to figures because I'm like I will just take whatever comes and base things on that because otherwise I will be spending thousands in my head and just be like, oh, I want this and all of that. But the one thing I am certain that we are going to get is there'll be some fun comments on social media about whatever does happen.
There always is.
Look forward to that at least.
Yeah, there always is. The annoying thing is you can't please everybody, but some people out there just can't resist but write stuff online. It's like, just hold your breath, people. Come on now. But again, people want to be heard, so it's fine. That's what we're all doing, right? We're all talking. So we shall see on Thursday. But I try and avoid the chat of any of these live stream things. I just don't even look. What about you, Nicholas, for Thursday? Anything you want to see? Anything you think we'll see?
I think we're going to get the answers to the teases that they teased a while back. The figure without the legs, the
that'd be good.
Deluxe Spider-Man retro card. So I think.
The big one, the other deluxe one. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so I think the figure without the leg The deluxe Spider-Man card. It's probably just gonna be the barrel by itself.
Release Marvel Legends barrel.
Yeah. Yeah. And then the 2 card figures probably Speedball and someone else. So that's what I'm predicting.
Yeah, we need Speedball for the new Warriors. Definitely a character people want add to the crew. I'd take any of that stuff. Again, I don't think we will see many reveals, but it would, like you and Alexi were saying, just give us, like, finish off the year by clearing up any of those sort of teasers and stuff, so we can put a bow on the end of the year and move on into 2022. But yeah, that barrel is a complete mystery. I'll be very curious to see if anyone gets it right on Thursday. But we shall see. Jamie, do you know where that barrel's coming? Do you think anything else is coming Thursday?
The only thing that I could equate the barrel to was Daredevil, like Hannah said. But as for Thursday, I just agree with everyone else. Probably the teasers getting revealed. But Night of Ren in the chat is saying about a No Way Home Doc Ock or Green Goblin. I don't think we're going to get any MCU stuff at all.
Yeah, a few people online were saying that because the Spider-Man film is going to be out like that day or that time, or etc., that there's going to be more Spider-Man No Way Home reveals. But I don't think that's the case at all. I think we've already got Wave 1 as Far From Home, and if we get anything else from Far From Home, it's not going to be yet, because I think Hasbro have kept, or not Hasbro, sorry, Marvel Studios and Sony, of course, have kept all these spoilers so close to the chest. Because some of these things that we're expecting, I think it's not a spoiler to say, I think everyone is expecting to see Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield in this movie. Like, people are expecting to see it. So I don't understand why they haven't been put in the trailers. If we've already, because that's a marketing point. You could have got Tom Holland, Andrew Garfield, and Tobey Maguire, 3 of them doing this press tour together, going on all the late night talk shows together. Like, that would have been epic for a promotion standpoint. So, but Kevin Feige seems to just want it to be a surprise so much. It seems to be they're not even in trailers. So yeah, I don't think that toy companies even know about this type of stuff yet, because Sony and Hasbro are keeping it. I keep saying Hasbro, Sony and Marvel are keeping it so close to the chest. So yeah, I don't think we're going to see anything. But I redo, like, next year does celebrate the 20th year of Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movie, and also the 60th anniversary of Spider-Man full stop in the comics. So I do expect to see a lot of Spider-Man in 2022, whether it be movie or comic, but I don't think we'll see anything new on Thursday. But I could be talking out my ass. Who knows? We could get a free pack of Goblin, Doc Ock, and Electro. Who knows? And they can even pack in a pack of sand as an accessory. Just a little bag of sand. Do what you want with it. We shall see. Who knows? Who knows? But again, that's just my educated guess on the Spider-Man figure situation. But we shall see. What about you, Austin, for Thursday? Any suggestions, ideas, predictions, guesses, wants, needs, requirements?
All of the above.
Yes.
So going off of kind of what we got last year around this time, I think we're going to get some more reveals towards that rumored X-Men wave, since we've gotten Maggot and Vulcan revealed, or the tease of Maggot. And I think around this time last year, we saw more of the villains wave. So I think that's what we'll be seeing. We could potentially be seeing, like, during the PulseCon vote, we voted for what we wanted to see: the new villain, the new hero, and then the SDC repaint.
Yeah.
The way I understand it, those 2 other options are still coming, so I think we'll see one of those.
Oh, that's right, because they must have had all 3 ready to show, depending on the vote. So why not just show us what the other 2 were? Yeah, that makes sense.
And then, yeah, probably the VHS, if they're going to go full on X-Men for that show. But other than that, I don't know for sure what else would be shown off. I just think Hasbro were already going to give us these VHS box set X-Men before the show had been re-announced to come out again. So now that the show has been officially announced, it's coming out again, and being not sort of being, would you call it a reboot? It's not a reboot, is it? It's a continuation. But now that we're going to get more of that, I definitely think Hasbro will lean more into the VHS stuff, and we will. They're not going anywhere for the next year or so. That is for sure. Expect to see them keep trickling out. And so far we got 4, but we got 3, haven't we? We got Wolverine, Jubilee, and Mr. Sinister, right? And then in the description on like Amazon and stuff like that, it said Jean Grey and Storm, didn't it? So they've already been sort of leaked, if you will,
So we know they're coming. So we know they're made. So yeah, you're right. We probably will see Jean Grey or Storm. I think that's probably a good suggestion. If we see any more VHS figures on this first day, it's going to be Jean Grey or Storm. That would be the educated guess in the situation. But we shall see. We shall see. But just looking at the chat, Night of Ren says an updated Tobey Maguire would be great. Love that suit. Yeah, I think next year, maybe. Definitely something that's needed is updated figures of those characters. And I would have said we're never going to get them, but then X-Men, we started getting X-Men for the anniversary stuff from Hasbro last year. And if they're going to be in this new movie, that sort of technically makes all of those Spider-Man films. Like, I'm rewatching the Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield films right now in anticipation for seeing Spider-Man this week. That's how confident I am in them being in this new film. And like, would you agree with me that it technically makes those universes a multiverse of the MCU?
Yeah, it's all ties in. It ties into the comics events that occur in these different ones.
Exactly.
Impact the others.
So like, exactly. So like, now I do need, like, I thought my collection could live without an Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire action figure. I was like, it doesn't need. They're not canon to the new Marvel world that I enjoy. They're like their own separate entity. But now, if they appear in this movie, technically those movies are now part of this bigger multiverse that are technically part of the MCU. So like, yeah, like, wow, okay, now they've got me for even more spending, which is a bit crazy. So I'm all in. Let's just see what we get. But just by a show of hands, show your hand if you think Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield in some form, whether it's Spider-Man or them as Peter Parker or whatever, are going to be in this new movie. All right, just a show of hands. So everyone, and I think Cowboy Collector's cameras froze. But are you putting your hand? Oh, there it is. There it is. There we go. So all of us then. Okay, cool. I was just curious if anyone out there thought they weren't. Like, that's what I mean. Like, we're all confident these are going to be in the film. Why not just put them in a promotional marketing and trailer or something? Let the casual viewer know, because it may draw more people in. Like, I don't know.
Go ahead.
Okay. Sorry. No, you go ahead.
I was just asking, what, like, if they did a Tobey Maguire figure, though, would you want a fresh sculpt, or would you buy...
I want new. I don't want those old figures. Those old figures are outdated and old. It'd have to be brand new.
I mean, like, if they did, like, the fire, the sunspot or sunfire body with just silver web lining instead of, like...
Nah, it have to be sculpted. His suit is so... His webbing on the suit is so predominant, like it has to be sculpted. Has to be. Look at that figure. That's the Tobey Maguire figure that Ralph is holding up now. Like, it's a little bit janky. Like, that would not stand up in an MCU shelf right now. Like,
even this guy is there.
Yeah,
like,
that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, they need update. That's the actual Marvel Legend Andrew Garfield one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I got rid of mine ages ago. Like, that and Electro. The blue Electro came out with that, right? Yeah. So I got rid of that ages ago, thinking, I don't need this anymore. And now, like, all of a sudden, those figures are desirable. Like, yeah, they're gonna have to be new, Alexi. Gonna have to be, right? Like,
I agree, but I think you're setting yourself up for disappointment.
I know.
Didn't Dan Newman also say, though, that those characters weren't off the table? Just means that they won't necessarily come with a masked head because of the rights.
We just think all of this is over us. None of us actually know the answers to this, but like, I would assume, again, just an assumption, I don't know anything, but I would assume if you're signing up for a new film now, like signing a contract to do a new movie, likeness rights, the majority of the time, are attached, so you can get merchandise and have marketing material. So like, maybe they were off the table for all this time. Just think, it has been 20 years since the first one, so maybe for a long time there has been no licensing rights for these actors, but now they're in the new movie, maybe all that's changed. But that's just trying to make assumptions of stuff I know nothing about, so ignore me. But
would you prefer an older Tobey Maguire head or a younger one?
That's a good idea, because he will be. That's a good idea, because if he appears in this, he's going to be like the Peter B. Parker, and he's going to be a little bit older. Yeah. He's going to live it, because we're curious to see, because Doc Ock and Green Goblin, right? We've seen both of them, William Dafoe has been in the trailer. We've seen Doc Ock as well. What's the actor's name again? I can't remember his name.
Alfred Molina.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, so we've
Molina.
we've seen both of them in the trailer, and they're actually using de-aging tech on them both, so they look like they looked in the original movies. So my guess, again, we're just guessing here. My guess is that during Spider-Man, the same time hasn't passed. Like it actually hasn't been 20 years since those events if Tobey Maguire's. So that would mean, using that same logic, the Tobey Maguire that comes through any type of portal would be the younger Tobey Maguire, right?
But doesn't it say in the trailer that they were taken out of the point where they died?
Yeah.
So they would be younger.
Exactly. So if Tobey was going to come through, well, I guess they could bring in the older one. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Like, using that logic, the Tobey Maguire that comes through would be the younger one to match their timeline. However, they could bring in the 20 years on Tobey Maguire in because he's already defeated them, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So they have to bring them back. So they could go either way. Like, again, we will find out next week, but that's even if he's in it. We don't even know if he's in it. Like, this is all just crazy.
I think like the farther out one makes, like the 20 years later one makes more sense just because you have had Green Goblin and Doc Ock death like close to back. So what you're going to then have two Tobys come through at the point of deaths. So I think it makes it like more of the shock value of like Tobey being like, what, I defeated these guys years ago. What the hell's going on?
Yes.
To lead into why he's in there. And
Yes.
I would like to see more grizzled Spider-Man as well in the movies because we've always had a younger Spider-Man.
You just think we don't need 3 young Spider-Mans coming through that door. It would make more sense, like DJ saying, have a 20 years on Tobey Maguire come through, so he's a little bit more rugged, a little bit more experienced, and literally be like DJ said, I defeated these guys 20 years ago. What's going on? Why are they back? Let me help. Like, that would make sense.
so I talked to Doctor Strange to try to make a wish. Oh, God damn it.
Yeah. Damn you, you young idiot Peter Parker. But again, this would be such a... Again, I said to the first group, with the trailer and even all of the extended scenes that they've showed us, we've seen maybe 3 to 5 minutes of this film in total. With all of the footage we've seen put together, you've got about a 5-minute version of the film. This film's over 2.5 hours or near 2.5 hours. So there's still so much we haven't seen. So there's got to be so many spoilery surprises and stuff. That's why I feel sorry for Cloud, because the internet's going to bloody spoil it for him. But as I was trying to say earlier, that some people in the chat didn't agree with me. Sometimes knowing the spoiler doesn't take away the enjoyment. You can still enjoy it for what it was. It's just the surprise element's gone, I guess.
This is going to be a one and done, if it's going to lead into multiple.
He's getting another trilogy. There's going to be another Tom Holland trilogy.
It's Sony, right? They've, out of all this Marvel pie, out this big Marvel pie, Sony have only got the Spider-Man piece, right? And they are not letting it go because it's their biggest money maker. Well, like, I can't think what else Sony makes the money on. So Sony are going to try and milk this piece for everything they've got. So if they can, people are saying, oh, you could get another Tobey Maguire, Spider-Man 4. You could get the Amazing Spider-Man 3. Like, I wouldn't be mad. Like, I'd watch these films. Do I need them? Like, I don't need them because I've, in my mind, and those films have already, they've played their part and now we're moving forward. But if they released a Spider-Man 4 with Tobey Maguire, would I watch it? Obviously, like, so it depends on Sony now, doesn't it? Like, and the actors, I guess, and surely Kevin Feige, like, because just think, even though Sony have the rights to Spider-Man and the rights to distribute the movie, it's still a partnership with Marvel. Like, they're still part of the MCU, so Kevin Feige is going to have a say, surely. So, but again, Kevin Feige is also letting this stupid Venom come into the MCU, so Sony must have a lot of money, or him and Amy Pascal, I think, are clearly very good friends, because that Venom is not a Venom for the MCU. Sorry, I can't get my head around it. That's not an Eddie Brock we need. That's not the Venom or the Eddie Brock of the MCU. That
you talking about Venom is me talking about almost every MCU movie ever.
Oh yeah, but the MCU I accept for what it is, right? It's its own universe, and like Venom doesn't fit the Venom character and the Venom world. You can't just take that and put it in the MCU. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
it's just I don't like it. And I obviously I like Tom Hardy, but I don't like him as Eddie Brock, and I don't like that comical Venom. Like Venom's meant to be a vicious villain. He's not meant to be comical. So you're going to take a funny Venom and put him into the MCU? It's just going to... Again, Sony, because they won't give up that piece of the Spider-Man pie, ruining our MCU, but we shall see. I'm moving on anyway. Let's move on. Right, what else we got?
Sony and my MCU pie.
Yeah, just sell the pie back to Marvel. Like, give it up. But they won't. Okay, let's move
just
on.
a quick thing about Spider-Man.
Okay.
I'm gonna be off social media for the upcoming week because just like Cloud, I wasn't really ready for going to fight people to get the tickets, and I don't really want to. People aren't taking care of themselves around here too much, so I don't want to go to the movie theaters that are packed the first days.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I'm gonna try and get some tickets next week, the week afterwards, like early first showing midweek or something like that. But if I can't, probably just have to wait a little longer.
Yeah, like Cloud was saying in Group 1, like a lot of people are on that same boat because the world's still a little bit sloppy at the minute. So it's just a shame that the world we live in at the minute doesn't allow you to sort of just harmlessly scroll the internet and just be on social media without these things being ruined. So I wouldn't open any DMs from Rich M anyway, is all I'm going to tell you.
Yeah, and I still don't have my damn hoop case, so...
Yeah.
So I can't throw my phone over.
Yeah, they'll be up on the store soon. I'll make sure they're really sturdy, really thick, and can last being hit against the wall. We shall see.
Just like my Nokia phones.
Yes, Nokia. I used to love my Nokia. I play Snake all day. Kids are sport these days with all these apps. Snake was all we had. People in the chat, by the way, are sort of agreeing with me. Rush says Sony Pictures have Ghostbusters, Men in Black, and Jumanji Dan Who. That's great. Keep them and sell Spider-Man back to Marvel Studios. Let Marvel own everything now, apart from the movie distribution rights of Hulk, because Universal own them, and obviously Spider-Man. Like Sony own all the live action and about Spider-Man in general, not just live action. They've got the Spider-Verse as well. But anyway, give it all back to Marvel. Let it go home. Let Spider-Man go home. At least, I guess, the silver line is we do have this deal, so we can still have him in the MCU. But that Venom, the Venom films are fine as their own little thing. Absolutely fine. Enjoy them for what they are. But don't bring that crap to the MCU. You're ruining it.
I'm sorry. I may as well interject here. I just typed it in the chat, but this isn't spoiling anything.
Okay.
Like I've seen a couple of tiny little vague text post leaks, but if they are to be believed, I don't think the Venom stuff is going to go that far.
Okay.
Like, even though he's around, it doesn't sound like they're necessarily going to go as crazy with it as you might think.
I trust in my Lord and Savior, Kevin Feige.
Yeah.
Right? And he's not an idiot, right? We can tell from the MCU we've got so far. He knows what he's doing. We trust him. And he's going to look at that Venom and think, okay, I need to keep Sony sweet so I can keep using Spider-Man, but I also don't want to use their stupid version of Venom. So let's use a crappy multiverse sort of version, and then we give them their own spin-off world and we can pretend it never happened. I don't know. He's a clever man. He's going to figure a way to make something like you said happen. Like, we shall see. But time will tell. And again, we may find out more this week. Who knows? And Tanner agrees with me. The fact they made Venom a clown annoys me. Yeah, Venom shouldn't be a jokey sidekick character. He should be a vicious... And the original Venom story of Spider-Man having the symbiote suit and then Venom being the black and Spider-Man having the black suit first, that's so integral to the character. That's why Venom even has the same sort of abilities as Spider-Man. Don't even get me started. Moving on, Power Rangers, everyone, hooray! Let's go through this real quick because the last group didn't seem too excited. But I'm very curious and sort of happy to see that Hasbro are giving us Zords, not in a crazy scale like some people suggested it could have been a HasLab. Obviously it's not going to be. It's part of this Zord Ascension project. I believe we're saying about 12 inches, but I don't know for sure. We shall see. But for me, it's a display piece. It's a representation of the Megazord I can have with my Lightning collection, just to stand behind them on the shelf or whatever. So I'm curious of this. Obviously the Zords come apart, they're combined. Some nice little Easter eggs as well. You can make the tank mode. They've got little tiny plastic sort of statues to make it sort of look like they're in scale-ish, even though you lose them very quickly. And for me, it's the Megazord. It's all about the Megazord. I'm curious what you guys think. All right, so as we go around, are you in on the Lightning Collection at all? And are you interested in Zords? And do you like this type thing? So, DJ, where you at with the Lightning Collection? And are you 3D printing a Megazord already? Have you beat them to it?
So actually, I do have two different 3D printed Megazord projects.
I knew it. See, I knew. You're ahead of the game already.
I will say one's my sculpt. One is one I found that I'm trying to work with to see what scale it can go up to. I was a big fan of the old the Legacy line,
Nice.
so this was a great revisit because as a kid I loved Power Rangers. I did not get this Megazord. My parents said no to me on this one. Got me all the rest, but that was that one that I never had, so it was awesome to get. I'm very excited that they're revisiting, adding like the modern articulation to it. It looks like it'll be a similar scale to these. And I'm sure, much like yourself, it's a POW for Power Rangers.
Yes, good man. Yes, indeed.
Yeah. I just hope that this continues and they, more Zords. You could pump out every Zord in this line, and I'd buy it. And then if that goes well, then go do a HasLab. Celebrate and say let's do Serpentine. Is that Serpentine? I'm trying to remember what was Lord Zed's giant dragon. Serpentera. There we go.
I would never have pulled that, by the way. I would never have got there. Lord Zed's dragon is the closest I would have got.
Slowly fixed, but So if they do all of them in the Zap format, that's awesome. I would take the dragon, the turtle, everything that comes from it. If some of them they have to do a HasLab, that's fine. But I would love them to just do this as its own thing, and if it's successful, revisit and say, hey, we're going to make a giant Megazord for HasLab.
Yeah. Again, I wouldn't have said no to a HasLab, but for me, let's just get a Megazord on the shelf, and I'll be happy for a while. So we shall see. But I'm glad someone else is in. Ralph, what about you with the Lightning Collection and Zords and stuff? Not for you, right?
No, I was growing a little old when MMPR came out, so I wasn't a big fan of those. So we can just move along.
Let's move along to Alexi. Alexi, you were doing the Morphin Time pose. Are you a fan of this?
I said in the chat earlier, I still have my original Ninja Megazord with like the red dragon and the unicorn and the lion, the white tiger. But when I started collecting action figures again, probably back in like 2016, 2017. And, that was around the time that SHF Power Rangers were popular and the Bandai Legacy, I think, collection was popular. But it's just such a big hole. I couldn't get into it. I had all the Rangers. I had the original Pudgy Pig, the ones where you flip their belt buckle and their like morph head flips up. Love it. I think it looks great. There's a few things that they could have done differently on this one as far as like painting the little Ranger figurines or stuff like that. Dante talked about it on Infinity Equation this week, but I'm glad that you guys are getting it if you want it. And if Brandon wants his SPD Zord and the other ones, then you better buy this one, but I'm going to pass.
By the way, this Pudgy Pig is amazing, by the way. Yeah, I agree with most of what you're saying as well. But for me, it's about the representation, which I don't have, and I never got any of those ones you were talking about. Do you know, the Legacy Bandai stuff? I was on the fence. I was on the fence on some of them. Like I was telling the group one that I had that Soul of Shodokan. I think it's Shodokan one in my. Am I saying it? Did I say that right? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, I had that in my basket for a long time, but never pulled the trigger. So this. Like, the price point is not too bad for a combined in Zord as well. It looks accurate, which is very important to me. Like, I want it to be my mind's eye, and I look at that, and you think Megazord. But like you're saying, with the little figurines, like, yeah, they cheaped out a little bit. They could have added a little bit of paint there, but again, they are tiny, and they're probably not even going to be on the display anyways. They're just probably sitting a little baggy in my drawer like a weird drug dealer. So, do you want any little Power Rangers?
I think if they really wanted to make sure that it sold, they need to or should have made sure that it's scaled with like maybe the Super 7 Zords or like other companies' Zords or like monsters that you could use to like put them together with. Because if this is just a standalone like scale, then it's going to be tough other than just selling it as, like you said, a representation.
Yeah, like It's a good point, because if this is about 12 inches, then it's not going to scale in with any of the monsters that we've got so far. So, like, who's he going to fight in your display? Like, he's not going to scale with anything else in regards to monsters.
Reissue the monsters bigger.
Yeah. Well, maybe they give us monsters at a bigger scale. Who knows? But no, it's the Zap. It's Zap, isn't it? It's Zord Ascension Project. So we're only going to get Zords. But I keep saying it's 12 inches. Is there any confirmation of that anywhere, that it's 12 inches? It's got to say in a little write-up, surely. Hang on, I've got it here on Toy Arc. Let's see what it says. It says 144th scale collectible, but it doesn't say what size it is, like in inches. Look, size matters, people.
You'd have to go to like a Power Rangers wiki to see how tall the Megazord is supposed to be IRL, and then scale that down.
Scale that by 144th, yeah.
Yeah.
I can't be asked to do those maths. I've come here for toys. I'm not maths. Someone else do the maths for me. Someone in the chat figure that out for me. Someone said 12 inches in the first group, and which sounds about right, but I don't know where is it. Sorry, Rita literally just jumped at me and attacked me after I took the pig down. I always, after these type of streams, I always like finish with a pile of toys all around me, and my display absolutely ruined because I just pick them up during the stream. Right, sorry.
Well, so the Megazord's supposed to be 333 feet, so it would be 2.3 feet if it was really 144th scale. So I think it's reason to say maybe 16 inch would be like 14 to 16 inch.
Okay.
12 inch I feel like would be coming a little bit under, but yeah, we'll wait and see, I guess.
Yeah, maybe Hasbro aligned to us. Maybe it's not actually 144th scale. Sneaky bastards.
Big fat phony.
Yeah, cheaters.
Okay, is it the Zord or is it the tiny figures that are the one?
You're right. It's good point. Good point. Yeah, sneaky. Either way, Zord looks good, and I see what Alexi's saying. But it is a rabbit hole, isn't it? Where do you stop? You get the Megazord, you need more. You can't just have the Megazord, right? You got to get more. And does it combine with the Dragon Zord and the other thing that comes out eventually? Tanner has just used a channel membership token to say, could always have this Megazord go up against the Cloposis and Gravezord or Serpentina. Is he on about the ones that we've already got from the Legacy Collection, I guess? I think that's what he means, the figures that we've already got, which is not wrong. He's not wrong. So what about you, Matt, in regards to the Megazord and Lightning Collection in general? You got many? Does this tempt you? Do you want it?
Lightning Collection in general, I have none of them.
Okay.
I absolutely love the line. It's just a matter of principle. I'm trying to be as strict as possible. Yeah. So I have 3 set series: Jungle Fury, RPM, and Super Mega Force. If anything from that comes out, I'm screwed.
So have you got any of them in Lightning Collection, though?
No, not yet, no. Because they haven't made them yet.
None of those 3 teams have got any of them yet?
No, they're the more like late 2000s, the teens, those kind of series. So I feel like they've obviously been focusing more on the nostalgic ones.
You're a whole
and the most recent one.
Yeah, you're a whole generation younger than me, so that makes complete sense. Like, you weren't even around. You didn't exist on the planet when the Mighty Morphin Rangers were there fighting Lord Zed and Rita. But even as someone of your age, you still see Mighty Morphin and know instantly Power Rangers. So that's what I'm saying. Yeah, there's some, they do. They're generational Rangers I think. Where some of your Rangers, I wouldn't be able to tell you where they're from. I'd go, oh, it's a Power Ranger, but I wouldn't be able to tell you which version of the Power Rangers they were, I guess. But definitely a slippery slope, my friend. But if those Rangers start coming out, God help you. And you know they're coming as well. You know they're coming.
Oh, sorry.
Eventually.
Real quick, which 3 teams?
Jungle Fury, RPM, and is it Super Mega Force? The one where they look like pirates.
Oh, yeah. Super Mega, I think they just had an SH Fig Arts release. Or they have something coming up, the Pirates one.
Yeah.
Pirate Rangers. See what I mean? I didn't even know what you were talking about. They were Pirate Power Rangers. Did they have like a Megazord that was a ship? Pirate ship that turned into a dino?
They did have a ship, I'm sure. I remember seeing something that looked like a pirate ship.
Pirate Rangers. Mini Plastic Multiverse in the chat, by the way, has also done some maths. He says 333 foot, which is 100 meters, is what Google says, but Power Rangers Wiki says 134 foot, 41 meters. So I don't think Google is right. Interesting. No one knows. Only Hasbro knows. Why wouldn't they give us the inches? It's like when they revealed the Ghostbusters Ecto-1 for the Plasma series. They branded it Plasma series, so everyone thought it scaled with the figures. But yet it was tiny. Like, cheating. They're sneaky sometimes, Hasbro. Toying around in the chat says, I like the idea of Zords fighting monsters in toy form. I guess the Zords might scale with the Lightning Collection monsters, like do you know the actual individual?
Yeah, because the monsters are already a bit bigger.
So those individually might scale with the monsters in Lightning Collection, or even Super 7, because we're getting a few monsters now with them. We're getting King Stinks and Goldar, I think, right? They're the two that have been revealed so far in Wave 1 and 2. Rita as well, of course, but did Rita ever go massive? I don't think she ever made herself grow. No, I don't think she did. Goldar did, though. Goldar did. Well, he was one of the first to go big, didn't he? Okay, anyway. Sounding weird. Nicholas, Power Rangers. Zords.
I like Power Rangers a lot as a kid, but as an adult, they're not my thing. I mostly just like to collect the monsters, not necessarily the Rangers themselves. So this isn't really for me, but like Pudgy Pig is. I like that guy. He's cool.
He's a great figure. He's a great figure. The Power Rangers Lightning Collection monsters, I've made my own little display of them now. The Tenga Warriors went on sale recently in the UK. We got them for like £10 a pop. So I brought a few more of them. And they just look so cool on the shelf. Like, Hawkeye is meant to come out this week as well, I think, in the UK. And then also Piranha.
Ninja Rangers as well, aren't they?
What's that one?
Some of the Ninja Rangers.
Yeah, two of them come out on the 16th, two on the 17th, the Ninjetti. But I was just thinking, what's that other monster they've revealed, the Lightning Collection? We've got the Eye Guy and we've got the Piranha, but what's the Piranha called? Anyone know his official
just
name?
call him Fish Guy. I don't know.
Yeah, me too. It's like Piranha Guy, but he probably is Piranha Guy knowing the fucking Power Rangers, but I swear it's Piranha Face or something, I don't know. Piranha Head, I don't know. Piranha, something for Piranha or Fish. Someone in the chat will tell me. But the Eye Guy definitely comes out. I think MCU Collector's already got a review up for the Eye Guy, to be fair. A lot of eyes. Yeah.
Apprentice Head.
Apprentice Head. I knew it was Head. I knew that's a Piranha Head, didn't I? I was close. I
know, yeah. You know how they named Power Rangers.
Yeah, I was close.
There's a formula.
Yeah. This guy's an eye. He's a guy. He's got eyes. Eye Guy.
Razor Fist.
Yeah. I'd have him in figure form though. Talking about Shang-Chi, but another day. What about you, Jamie? Power Rangers.
I've got the MMPR Rangers.
Are they your favourite team then? Is that your
definitely.
Rangers team? Yeah.
I've got some Zeo and In Space as well, but I don't think I'm going to get this. I'm happy with just the Rangers.
That's fair. As I said, for me, it's just about that Zord on the shelf. What about you, Austin? Power Rangers, Zords?
I have I think it was the last year re-release of it was like 3 packs you bought. One that had 2 of the Zords, another one had 2, and then the T-Rex was in 1. I bought that, and I've been really happy with that Zord, so I'm probably going to pass on this.
Yeah, I nearly brought them. I know exactly what you're talking about. They're sort of like, I don't want to say basic to sell them short, but they are like the cheaper end.
Yeah,
they're like
cheaper plastic. It's not painted as much. It's stickers.
Yeah, but it's still for you, that represents, and that's why I nearly brought them, because it represents the Megazord. So if you're happy with how it stands and how it looks, and I guess you won't need this. But I missed that. I missed the other release. I missed the Legacy one. So this is for me like an easy opportunity to pre-order, and I know I'm getting it rather than having to backtrack. Because I nearly backtracked on those ones you're talking about, but they were like quite hard to find. Like, so on the aftermarket, you'd be paying like double retail for them, annoyingly.
Which would be about the price of this.
Yeah, annoyingly. Someone's just dropped off. Who have we lost? We lost Cowboy Collector there. Have we lost Nicholas?
Yeah, no.
Poor Nicholas. All right, he'll be back. He'll come back. It's all right. It's all good. All right, Zords. What else were we talking about? Let's have a look. Sorry, I forgot to mention this earlier for Dominique. Let me see if I can get it up real quick. Let me send this to my other screen. Let's see if it comes up. Okay, right. 1 second. Right, so Dominique on Twitter just posted these real quick, so I just wanted to show him some love. He posted up some builder waves. Now, I'm sure if you're a fan of social media, you have not been able to scroll Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter without seeing some of these builder wave concepts. I think everybody's been on the case with them. And some have been a bit weird. I think Phil Jones sent me one where everyone was Frogman. Which looked like a great wave, to be fair to Phil. I think he was trying
to... one with multiple man.
Yeah, that makes sense. 7 multiple man, build a figure, multiple man, 8 multiple man.
I still like my Wolverine one.
Yeah, Wolverine. Oh, you did like Evolution Wolverine. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Brandon's build a wave.
Yes, yeah. I've seen a few of these go around, and I think it was Dominique that sent me one of these. So he sent me a build a wave for Disney Plus Wave 3, which has Hawkeye, Kate Bishop, Echo, Quicksilver, but it's the fake Quicksilver. It's the Boner guy. What's his full name? Ralph Boner. That's it. Him. We've also got Agatha Harkness, Sharon Carter, and then also the main flag smasher. I don't know her name though. The main one from. Yeah, there you go. So I'd buy them. I'd buy all of them in a wave. Not a problem. He sent me another one, which was a Disney Wave 4, which had the Ultron. With the Infinity Stones as the builder figure, which I'm sure everyone would love. He's got the What If Black Widow, which is sort of like the Apocalypse Black Widow, which I actually quite like. That would be a good figure for him. We've also got Gamora in the armor, which we haven't seen much of. That episode got pushed to season 2. Who else we got? I can't see who it is in the middle. I think that's Killmonger from What If, and also Party 4, which I really didn't like Party 4. And then we've got Kid Loki, Boastful Loki, and He Who Remains as well. Again, another wave that I would buy if it came to fruition. And then the last wave he put together was a No Way Home Wave 2 that had, I believe the builder figure is Lizard. And then we have, is it Vulture? Not Vulture. I can't see who the first one is.
I think that's Doc Ock, isn't it?
Yeah, Doc Ock.
Okay, so Doc Ock, Sandman, I don't know who one of them is. Doc Ock, Sandman, Electro, and then...
the first one's, it looks like a Daredevil.
Okay. I'll take it.
Matt Murdock.
I'll take a Matt Murdock, yeah. And then we've got the 2 versions of Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and I think the very last one is an Aunt May. But I think it's the Tom Holland Aunt May, whatever her name is.
It's a Tomei.
There you go. Thank you for saying it for me. I couldn't say it. I couldn't get it out. So yeah, Dominique sent me these. He wanted us to talk about them, and yeah, if they release these 3 waves, I'd buy them. All characters we need, so no complaints from me on those at all. Right, I'm just looking at time, lads. I'm thinking, is there anything else quickly we want to mention before we get into duck racing? I think would be a miss not to sort of bring up the Animaniacs, especially with Ralph here, because he's got some cool ideas for this. So I'm going to jump over you, DJ, just for a second to go to Ralph, because he's been selling some ideas that maybe people sending people to the pet shops recently. Yep. So Ralph, are you actually in on these, or were you just joking? And tell people your idea.
So I like the figures. I was a fan of the show when it came out. I've been a fan of the show of the new. I watched the new show. Came out again. Before we talk about the figures itself, or the whole thing about the pet shop and everything. Rich was talking about how this wave is full of important characters and main characters.
Yeah.
So if you've been seeing the new show, most of the secondary characters aren't on the show. Mainly, I think I read somewhere that some of the creators weren't on the reboot, so they couldn't bring all the characters in. So I'm thinking that's why they're only making these figures, because these characters are basically the ones that are in the new show, or the main characters in the new show.
I didn't even know it had been remade, by the way. I had no idea it had been remade.
They're already on their second season.
Yep.
Not a clue. I don't think it's come to the UK. I remember it as a kid. Did not know they'd remade it. But it's for the Warner Brothers.
Remade it.
Is it for the Warner
It's-
Brothers streaming though? Is it like exclusive to that, or is it just back on?
I think it was on Hulu.
Okay.
Hulu for us.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Missed it. I missed it completely. And welcome back, Cowboy Collector. By the way, are you good? Your connection good? You still around?
Jinxed it.
Can't hear you. You're muted. You're muted. It's all good.
Yeah.
We can see him. We just muted. It's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Internet's been a little weird in my area, so we'll see.
Not a problem, mate. It's all good. Just hop back in. If it kicks you out, just hop back in. Not a problem. I'll let you back in. All good. All right.
And now talking about the figures itself.
Yes. Tell us.
I was watching I think it was Toys with the Boys with Robo and
Dave Wheeler. Yeah.
Yeah. And Robo was talking about how he liked the Pinky and the Brain to be just 1-1 scale. And I was when he was saying that, I was like, well, wouldn't it be cool if you went to the pet shop and got a little crate for mice or what they sell for gerbils or whatever, and you put them in there, and that make a really cool display just for those two guys.
That's genius. It's a genius idea. Go and get, like you said, go and get a wheel. Go and get that's how they start every show, isn't it? They're in the cage, they get out at night and go and try and take over the world. What are you going to say, DJ?
Oh, no, yeah, 100% support. Yeah, because that's my same thoughts. When I saw the Pinky and the Brains, that's how I would display them. I was like, I just wasn't debating do I put a big cage, a small cage. I was just thinking about the real estate. But yeah, those two look amazing from the wave. I think they're really spot on. I think Tanner was saying the same thing about the Animaniacs, where they look good, but the head, there's just something off about the proportions. I immediately the heads look a little too big,
a little chibi.
Yeah, and Yakko's shirts should be a little bit longer, but it's like some odd nitpicking, and maybe it'll change once the product comes out. I'm still hoping to see some in hands, and it'll change my mind because I was excited for these, and I'm hoping that. I think Rich was talking about this is a nice set. It encapsulates a little saga. I'm hoping this is just a step in for Warner Brothers, and you're going to see other combos. So when they release, it's going to be Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck, or maybe Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, Yosemite Sam, and Elmer Fudd. So you have certain characters are always going to work together. You can have Coyote and Roadrunner. If they keep doing things like
Sylvester and Tweety and give me them all. I want all of those classic. I would be all in on that. But like you said, give them us some in their pairs. Don't give us because Tweety Pie, he could be an accessory with Sylvester, for example. And
also I thought about it, but Tweety they could also here's the cage.
Yeah, I
and
guess
all
so.
Sorts of, that's how they'd probably do it.
Could go with the grandma as well, I guess.
Don't Warner Brothers also own Scooby-Doo as well, so they could insert them into the line and just make it a Warner Brothers line rather than an Animaniacs one?
Again, I suppose that I would assume that the IP Scooby-Doo would be its own entity, but you're not wrong. Warner Brothers do own that, but it's because they showed the Warner Brothers water sort of tank, which makes you go to cartoons, doesn't it? Because that's at the start of all the cartoons. But you guys are sort of enabling me to buy these Pinky and the Brains. I'm not going to lie to you. I think I can skip the Animaniacs, but yeah, the Pinky and the Brain idea is pretty good. What about you, Austin? You're underneath Ralph now. What are you saying about these Animaniacs?
Pass. I used to watch them very little, but not enough to make me want to get these.
That makes sense. Again, these are going to be very niche, I am sure. Again, I doubt many people are going to be on the fence. You're either going to be in and you love them, or they're just not going to be for you. What about you? What side of the fence are you on, Matt?
I'm probably just going to completely pass on them, but mostly because Super 7 figures are just it's like 50, 60 quid each.
Your Turtles is so Turtles is one ultimate line enough.
Yeah, exactly. I would be tempted for. Is it Yakko or Wacko that does the Countries of the World song?
I have no idea.
The state capital.
The one with the hat and the stick.
Yakko does the countries. Wacko does the state.
Yeah, I'd be tempted. I'd be tempted to get him just because I think doesn't he actually come with a map as
Both of them do.
Yeah.
Both come with maps.
Both? Oh, I've not looked into those close enough. Then.
Look.
Yeah,
So there's. Hang on, let me find the pictures. So there's.
Yeah. So.
Oh yeah, States. Yeah.
That's America.
Yeah,
That's,
should have a globe.
that's America, and then the other one has the Europe. Oh, there's no picture for him here. Oh, that's annoying. Have they not put an extra picture? Oh, someone's put Freakazoid. For some reason, his picture's not there. But the other,
there is a picture. Yeah.
Yeah, the other one comes with the map of Europe and the rest of the world. So this one's North America, and the other one has the rest of the world. So yeah, both come with pictures essentially. But yeah, crazy. So okay, so you're on the same side of the fence of Austin. Okay, cool. Jamie, what side of the fence are you on?
I think Ralph's convinced me to get Pinky in the brain.
Enabler points.
Yeah, indeed. I'd love to know what family. By the way, I want it, when you all do this, I want you to like put them somewhere in your house so your family come up and go, "Oh, you got some pets," and like just see Pinky in their brain in there. That'd be pretty funny.
But I think for Super 7, this is just going off on a tangent. If they keep doing these animated characters, I'd love to see things like the Flintstones and the Jetsons and things like that.
Don't. We can't afford all that, Jamie. Stop giving them ideas. We already buy too many Marvel Legends and Power Rangers and Star Wars, and you can't do it. Can't do it.
I was gonna say with the Scooby Doo idea, you're gonna be in the same boat with the Mystery Machine as you are with the Turtle Band.
Mystery Machine.
My niece loves Ghostbusters, and not Ghostbusters, Scooby Doo at the minute. So like for Christmas, we've brought her like loads of Scooby Doo figures, but they're quite cheap. Do you know, like they're not crazy articulated. They're just sort of 5-point articulation. So if you want Scooby Doo on the shelf, that will do as a representation. And I swear I brought her a wagon. No, what's it? Mystery Machine.
Mystery Machine.
Yeah, quite expensive. So I don't know what toy company makes them, but there is a toy line out there for Scooby Doo, which is quite expensive.
I think they do a set in B&M of all the
exactly.
main characters.
Yeah, for like £8. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about. So that's how you get your Scooby Doo fix without spending £50 a figure. It's £8 versus 250 quid, wouldn't it, for all 5 of the main characters, plus another £500 for the Mystery Machine. So that's a grand.
But you don't get the map of the world, Dan.
It's true. No map of the world. I have to get that from a map shop. Alexi, what about you when it comes to Animaniacs? Any interest in these, or Pinky in the Brain even?
When it comes to these figures, I think we need to look at the facts. The figures are zany to the max.
Yeah.
Sit back and relax and put baloney in my slacks, but for my budget, the price is a little insane. So
I like the puns.
I have to pass.
Very punny. I like it. It makes sense. All right. So you're on the same side of the fence as Austin and then Matt as well. So we're sort of 50-50 at the minute. We're 3-3. So it's down to you, Nicholas, Cowboy Collector. You decide. Are you joining DJ, Jamie, or Ralph, or are you joining Austin, Matt, and Alexi? Which side of the fence are you on?
Well, these are a bit before my time. I have no real connection to any of these characters, so I think I'm gonna have to pass. But if Super 7 does Brothers cartoon like Scooby Doo or Tom and Jerry, I probably will pick up those because I'm like good ideas.
Well, maybe this is
seasons on Hulu might change your mind.
Yeah, maybe these are the start of so many more animated series from
Well, I can
Super
chuck
7.
my Mickey Mouse in the mouse cage as well. The Super 7 Mickey Mouse.
You can have a mouse collection. Just start getting an action figure mouse collection. You just start it. I've got a duck collection. I didn't even know it. Last week I showed off 4 ducks. I didn't even realise. It's crazy.
All the hamster tubes.
Yeah. But yeah, okay, cool. So these are just, again, they're either for you or for you not. It depends. Again, it's definitely an age thing. Unless you're in, I didn't even know this new season was out, but maybe this new season is where this license even came about. Do you know, maybe it became available because of the new season and Super 7 went, look, we've got nostalgia sells, doesn't it? Let's be honest. So, it makes sense. They look good. They look good for what they are. There's no doubt about that. But we'll probably see these in 2023, though, at this rate, because Super 7 are doing a lot, and I still don't think people have got Wave 2 of Thundercats yet. So, they still keep coming out with all this stuff, so we shall see. All right, gentlemen, all right. I was going to talk about Star Wars, but I just want to briefly...
Since you don't know much about it.
Yeah, but I also want to raise some ducks. So let's just quickly go around the gambit. Any thoughts on this Boba Fett? Are you in or you're not? Simple as that, really. So, DJ, Boba Fett, you in? You're out?
Yeah, I'm in on all the Black Series stuff. I'm not happy about many that Is this a deluxe? Probably not, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I know. It's annoying. We could talk about it for the next 3 hours, but it's not going to change it, is it? It's still going to be a $30 figure. You either pay for it or you don't. It's as simple as that. It's the way. It's a toy industry, innit? It's a toy industry. They're there to make money. Boba's a popular character. It's attached to a show that's just about to come out. Yeah, we can't. Nothing we can do. Annoyingly, still can be frustrating.
Hopefully, riding some Rancors.
Yeah, yeah. I guarantee the Rancor is in this show now. I guarantee it, and people are going to be like, "Damn." Ralph, what about you?
I'm reluctantly in, just because of the deluxe thing.
Yeah, it's annoying. It's annoying, but again, like you two, I want him, so I'm just going to have to pay the extra £10 for it, I think. Austin, what about you?
Huge shit. I've been wanting this figure. I pre-ordered him and Fennec Shand already, so I'm all in.
Yeah, it's in. It's a shame that it's a year too late. Like, we've seen this design a year ago, like, and they're so slow when it comes to this stuff. It's annoying. Matt, are you in? You out? You shaking it about?
I'm in. It might be the right color. It might not.
Yeah,
apparently it's like a dark brown, but it looks black.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Let's have a skip through. Black. Hang on, you're right though. Black. Looks dark brown.
It's brown there.
Looks dark brown. Looks dark brown. Black.
In the package shot, it looks black.
Which one is it, Hasbro?
We'll find out summer next year.
Maybe next week.
Well, who knows?
And some of that Dartan color changing plastic.
Yeah. What is it? You're not wrong though. The Robo pointed that out on the weekly as well. Like, is it brown? Is it black? I guess we won't know until someone actually has the product in hand. But it definitely looks brown there. There is no denying it looks dark brown there. Jamie, what about you? You're in, you're out. Is it black? Is it brown? Who knows?
100% in.
Nice.
I think the Star Wars I can pick and choose, but this is a must-have, I think.
Yeah, all good. Alexi?
This is a must-not-have for me.
Okay.
I'm out.
He's out. Dragon's Den style. It's not called Dragon's Den in America, is it? It's called something else. What's that show called in America where... Shark Tank, yeah, okay. It's called Dragon's Den in the UK, but it's the same, exactly the same show. But they say...
Aggressive. Well, I guess Shark Tank's aggressive, too.
Dragon's Den, it's the same show.
Dragon's Den sounds more aggressive.
Why couldn't they have the same name? It's the same bloody show. It's like, I'm out. I'm sorry, I'm out. I'm going. My screen's going to turn off. Whoops. No.
Dragon's Den seems like you lose a finger when you don't make the deal.
Yeah.
It does look vicious. It does sound vicious. Nicholas, what about you?
Yeah, I mean, Boba Fett's my favorite Star Wars character. I have to get.
Yeah. Do you want it to be black or do you want it to be brown?
I want it to be black, but we'll see. We'll see what happens.
We shall see. It's so obviously black and then obviously brown in these photos. It's very confusing. Very confusing.
Look at the red on the gauntlet. How bright that is.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, is that? I don't know. I don't know the answer to these. We don't. None of us will know. But
someone tried out the mud splatter effect on them.
Yeah, but the thing is, right? We're all complaining about the price, but you've got what? 6 out of 7 of us, or 7 out of 8 of us, that are all buying this figure. So, do you know what I mean? Hasbro, they're a toy business at the end of the day that are there to make money. So if people are gonna pay it, like, who's really the idiot here? Do you know what I mean? Like, so.
What's our tolerance?
Yeah. Well, we didn't get the Rancor, so F you, Hasbro. No, I'm joking. That was pretty aggressive. Right, okay. Let's raise some ducks then, gentlemen, shall we? This is the part of the stream that most people are actually in the chat for. This is the part of the stream on a Sunday where we put some ducks in a pond and then we whip them into shape and they race and you gain points for doing that. So let's get into it, shall we? So I'll bring up the leaderboard. I'll bring up the score. I'm going to write in the chat a comment. Please just comment once after this so I can copy and paste nice and easily and no one sneak in this race twice. Who wants in? Who wants in on this duck race? All right, and just give me the duck emoji, okay? Just give me a duck emoji as a reply.
If you can't duck emoji, just quack at the screen.
Yes, or that, or write quack, or put a duck. Or if you're a channel member, you've got the actual duck. If you're a channel member, you actually have the yellow rubber ducky. If you're not a channel member, then you don't have the rubber ducky, and shame on you. Right, I'm writing the comment in the chat right now. Who wants in the duck race? Let's have a look at the leaderboard again. Okay, so there are many people today there's 3 people today who, if they won the race, they would become first place. Jamie is one of those people, and Jamie's right here now. Sometimes being on the stream live when we race is good luck. So Jamie, if you won today, you would get 30 points. It would take you to first place. If the imposter Phil also got first place, it would take him to the first place on the leaderboard. Also, Damien. Rush, however, in fourth place. If he came first, it would take him to 23, 1 point off first place. So only 3 people here could really overthrow the current queen of the leaderboard, which is Cheeky Monkey Kiara. But everyone else can still, look how many people have got 10 points. Another win on the board will take you straight up there to joint second place with Jamie. Jamie won't be happy sharing the podium space with you, but that's what's going to happen today if you win. We shall see. I myself, right, I'm all the way down here. Look at this. 10th place with 3 points. This is my own bloody league, and I'm 10th place. This needs to be sorted. I need to win a race myself for a change. But yeah, being on the board is the main thing. So even if you get your point, being on the board is the main thing. And the way you get points on the board is by placing. And here is the leaderboard. So first place 10 points, second place 6 points, third place 3 points, fourth place 2 points, fifth place 1 point. Each week your points will carry over until we have someone with 50 points. So far, the Cheeky Monkey Kiara is halfway there. Nearly. She's 24, so nearly halfway there. So we're going to be racing ducks up way into 2022. But as the next stream we do will be the last stream of the year, I'm not too sure when I do it yet, but there will be one more Legends and Liquor in 2021. That's going to be doing people's top figures of the year, and we will also have maybe 2 races or maybe 3 races in that, as I'm feeling festive. Who knows? So there's still plenty of ducks to be raced this year, so still plenty of opportunity to get points. But today, let's race some ducks. So I'm going to try and copy these names. As always, everyone who has been a guest is already in the race. So everyone from Group 1 and Group 2 are in the race. I always try and throw in the regulars as well. So like Rush, who couldn't make it on the stream today as he's looking after the puppies. I've put Rush in the race. Nathan and Z-Man, who are regulars, who couldn't make it today. They're both in the race. Austin, don't worry, Ren Walker is in the race. Who is Ren Walker again? Remind me.
It's my girlfriend, and she's actually here today with me.
Hooray! So, Ren Walker, you're in the race. Don't you worry. You're in. I'm in. Clearly, I'm still trying to win my own points back. I've put Robo in, as he does always appreciate a duck race. Loki, who usually watches us on the replay, he's in a different time zone, so I can't be mad at him. I've put him in the race. Noah, Mini Plastic Multiverse, of course, will always get in the race when his dad's here. Bring Toys to Work, who's the top contributor for the channel, so he's obviously in the race. So I will put you in the race if you're good to the channel, all right? If you're showing love and support, you'll get in the channel.
Thirsty for chicken.
Of course, Thirsty with Chicken will be in the race. I'm going to take... Is he in the chat anyway? If he's in the chat anyway, I would have...
That's what I was trying to glance.
Yeah.
Earlier, for sure.
Yeah, he's in. Don't worry about that. Nick's in. Nick was saying to me that he's always not on when like his other American friends are on, which is unlucky, I'm afraid.
Have you put yourself in this time?
Yes, I've put myself in. Thirsty for Chicken, you're in. Right, okay. Yeah, right. No more. Right, done. My comment's in. Right, so you're going to have to give me a few minutes, people, while I copy and paste these names. And hopefully I don't miss any. Hopefully everyone was very kind to me and just ripped one comment and didn't have conversations in between my 2 comments, even though I know that's exactly what just happened. Okay, where are we? Who wants in? Okay, stop typing for a second. This is very stressful trying to do it live. I'm not going to lie to you. Okay. Okay, so Damien's in, of course. Phil Jones, you're already in. You were in. Daniel H, you're in. Articulated Heroes, you're in. Bon Williams, you're in.
Freaky Jesus.
1 second. And Mark Rose is in. Freaky Jesus is back.
The second coming.
The second coming. It's Christmas, not Easter. What's he doing here? Daz Smoke. KSM Kyle is in. Knight of Ren is in. Marvel Collector UK is in. Eric Stream is in. Rush, you're already in, my friend. Don't you worry. I wasn't going to forget about you. Doombot 9000 is in. Let's have a quick scan. Gary's Grails, you can be in. Phil always tries to get in about 8 times. I swear Phil's got like 8 accounts that all of a sudden appear during a duck race. Having a little scan, just making sure I ain't missed anyone. Logan Dan's Toys, you can be in. I'll put, even though Miguel wasn't around earlier, Miguel, you're still in the race. I think he popped in the chat a little bit. I think he overslept or something. But Miguel, you can be in the race.
He said in the chat he overslept.
I'll put Wolf Mother in. I'm just having a quick scan the chat. I don't want to forget anyone. Toying Around. I think Toying Around's been in a little bit any today, so I've had Kevin in. Kevin can get in there. If you guys, if I'm missing anyone, please shout out their name for me and I'll whack them in. I'll put Tech Hex in as well. He was in the chat earlier.
Have you said Brandon?
Who, sorry?
Brandon.
Brandon, I don't know if I like him that much to be in the race. Yeah, I'll put Brandon in it.
Just because he stole your thunder for a while.
Does Rich M get 2 entries because it's his birthday?
That would be nice, wouldn't it? That would be nice. Shall we do it just for Rich? Oh, is that cheating? No, that's okay. Of course, the first person to scream no. Of course. I'm just having a scan through the chat. I think that'll be that.
Richard Loza. Just put a duck in.
Shane Shooter as well. He gave me a super chat earlier, so I'll put Shane Shooter in there. I appreciate that. Always appreciate people showing love to the channel that way. Thank you very much. Sci-Fi George, Jimmy Boy. I seen you in there earlier. Okay, basically I like to throw people in that watch on the replay as well, like, because I understand not everyone can watch live. So if you don't know the results and you're watching the replay, it's still exciting. Still exciting. You could win.
Is Dan Hayden in?
Dan Hayden is in. I've put Daniel H. Oh, no, yeah, there's Daniel Hayden and Dan H. Are they both the same person? I've got a Dan Hayden and Daniel H. Are you the same person? I'm not sure. I'll put Dominique in as well. Can you give us some suggestions for Marvel? And he did give a super chat. So Dominique Smith, you're in as well.
Maverick 5 UK. Let's just put something in.
Maverick 5. Tech Heck is in. I've put Tech's in. I'll put Maverick 5 UK. Logan Dan Toys is in. I need to put, is that Richard Loza? I'll put him in. Gary's Grails, you can be in as well. Yeah, okay. That'll do. There's lots of people there. I've been very considerate. Let's do that. Let's do some duck racing. All right, let me close all these things. So we're nearly at the end, lads. On Thursday, Streamlabs just crashed on me just as we're saying goodbye. So hopefully we can race some ducks. How long do I usually do this for? A minute and a half? Not as long. Shall we do an hour and a half race again? Yeah. Just everyone good. Everyone good for the next hour and a half. Just commentating a race for an hour. My voice would be gone within an hour and a half of commentating on this race. All right.
Dan Hayden says he's no relation to Dan.
Okay. Well, trust me, as a guy who's got the name Daniel, I also know how many Daniels out there in the world. There's a bloody lot of us. There's only one Dan Who, though. All right? Only one Dan Who. I've got a crew like the No Homers, no Dans, and I'm the only Dan in it. KSM Kyle has become a channel member as well. Thank you very much. You are also in the duck race, but much appreciated becoming a channel member. Definitely brownie points for that. All right, I think we're good. Think we are good. Yeah, Brandon. Yeah. Okay, done. 48 people. So that's a lot of ducks, people. We're racing for a minute and a half. Pressing set. Let's get it on full screen. Oh, it's loading. Oh. Okay, wait a second, lads, and I'll make this happen. Okay. There's a bloody advert that won't get off my screen. Go away, advert. Okay, there we go. Okay, full screen. Are we back to... Right, let me press a button and we should be good. I was trying to get rid of adverts. No advertising on this stream without paying for it, all right? Damn, I guess that doesn't count for Koppelberg. But still, Koppelberg's delicious. Okay, can everyone see that? Are we on the screen? Can everyone see in a minute and a half and see a whole row of ducks? Okay, I think we're good.
Yep.
All right. I'm pressing shuffle. How many times? Once? Twice? 3 times? Someone throw a number at me. 1.
What's Rich's birthday?
2. Oh, I ain't got time to do that. Rich is very old today. I ain't got time. I'll do 3 times. 3 times. I think he's 21 again, he told me. Happy 21st, Rich. Super chat from MarkTakTak before we kick off the race. Thank you very much. He says, Tiger Grey as an entry for Shadowcat for Rich M. All we got to do is send our well wishes. Oh, Jesus is here. Jesus, I'll tell you one way not to get in this chat. By being a knob. And there you go. So you're being a knob, so you're not in.
Alexi, you jinxed it. Mentioned Jesus.
Jesus is here.
Summoned him.
Summoned him.
Quick, summon me a pot of gold. Right, let's race some ducks, shall we? Jesus, if you're really Jesus, you'll somehow make yourself in this duck race, all right? Let's see if your powers are true. You can't just shout, "Oi, add me," and I'm going to add you. You can't. By the way, people, I don't know if you know how life works. You can't be a dickhead and then expect to get your own way. That's not how life works. If you want someone to do something for you, yeah, duckhead is even better. If you want someone to do something for you, be nice to them. Do you know what I mean? Like, I want Necker to send me my turtles that are being slow, but I don't message them going, "Oi, Necker, you dickhead, send me my Necker." Do I? No, I go, "Necker, I'm just can't have any update on what you got to be nice to these two people. So don't be shouting "oi" at me and then expect to get in a duck race, all right?"
I mean,
exclamation points.
To his, if somebody could be a dickhead, it would be Jesus.
Yeah, okay. Jesus can be anyone he wants.
You know, he died for all your sins. So.
Yeah, well, if you choose to believe,
he could lord it all over.
If you choose to believe that, Miguel, right? If you choose to believe that, my Lord and Saviour is Kevin Feige, as I've already told you, all right? Kevin Feige.
Now the freaking Jesus wins. I want right. I think this isn't done or something.
Right, and let's do this as mini plastic multiverse. Anything is good for every result. Any result is good for me. Right, let's do this. Right, let me go back to full screen. Thank you to whoever the moderator was that got rid of Jesus. You have the power. You have the real power if you got rid of Jesus. Let's race some ducks. All right, I've shuffled it 3 times. In 5, in 4, in 3. Good luck, everyone. In 1, let's race some ducks. And they're off. Nice early start by Rush, who couldn't be here today, but he's wearing his police hat, nice and official. We got Tak with a little crown on, but he dropped back. The pink duck is Ralph Abnugler there at the bottom, nice and easy to spot. He is also side by side with Dan Yoon. There's Dan Who Duck with a doctor's outfit. Yes, Dan Who Duck, come on! This isn't a good start, by the way. You know if you're at the start, it's not a good look.
I'm not liking this.
Agent Z-Man, aka 00Z, he's the green alien duck. We got Thirsty for Chicken, who also couldn't be on today's stream, but is wearing a chef's hat up there at the top. Tom Mini Plastic Multiverse, he is duck number 1, just there in the middle of the pack. We got Bon Williams. Displayed once is a reindeer. Nice festive reindeer duck there in the middle of the pack. Miguel the Wolfpack Toy Review was there at the top of as well. There's Kahoobaroo Jay. There is like some sort of unicorn duck there, Jay. We've also got, is that Brandon? Is that Hero Collector UK in the middle there? Loki with the crown on, with Ren Walker with the purple duck. Now took the lead, closely followed by Brandon. Cheeky Monkey Gara. Oh, here she comes. Oh, no. Here she comes. Oh, no. Get back. Everyone's worst enemy in these ducks racing. There's Alexi. Your boy's got toys is now in the lead with 20 seconds to go. He's came up there at the start. Animated Heroes is also the red and purple duck, it seems. We got Sci-Fi George. It's like a bumblebee duck. So anything can happen now in the last 10 minutes. 10 minutes Sci-Fi George. We've got Old Man Duck, which is mini plastic multiverse. He seems to be slowly creeping. Someone's making a race for it there in the middle. Who is this? Your boy's got toys. It's Alexi. Alexi's gonna win. Alexi has a win on the duck race. I told you, being on the stream, sometimes being here live is definitely.
Like 4 streams and never won one of these.
Well, it works.
Like the last 4 seconds.
There you go. Anything can happen. Alexi, I love when I can do this. We can get a live interview with the winner of today's duck race. This is duck race number 12, I believe. That's 10 points on the board. Alexi, how does it feel?
It feels pointless, Dan. Feels like
Come on, no.
The racking points up like this. Feels like I took it away from someone who could have used it. I'm sorry, Jamie. I'm just glad Cheeky Monkey Kiara didn't win, I guess.
So's everyone else, I think. You helped him out. You helped out a lot of people there.
I could have been doing roids earlier on. I don't know.
Did anyone spot who placed?
You're a plain duck, too. What the...
I know, didn't even make an effort, you stupid duck. Come on now. Make an effort.
You're supposed to aerodynamic.
Yeah.
Tak-Tak's just put in the chat that he wants a Jesus emoji.
No. Jesus, what? Jesus trying to get involved in my toy tour. It's called Legends and Liquor. Quack says Doombot. Who did anyone, before I click the leaderboard, did anyone notice anyone else who placed or see anyone? Or did we just get drawn in by Alexi?
I was up for a minute, then I dropped out.
Okay.
I'm sure Tom was up there.
Okay, let's press the button. Let's find out then, shall we? Because people are waiting in anticipation. But Tom does say, congratulations, Alexi. Congratulations, D. Even though he doesn't seem to care. This is not pointless. This is serious business, racing ducks. Tell Cheeky Monkey Kiara that, all right? All right, let's have a look.
Woo!
Thank you. That's what we wanted. A Ric Flair woo. Noah, mini plastic multiverse, first time in the leaderboard. That is Tom's son. So shout out Noah, mini plastic multiverse, disguised himself as an old man duck to pretend that he was actually his father to actually cross the leaderboard. So shout out to Noah. Noah was second. Is Noah even watching, Tom? I hope Noah's watching. If not, make sure he's watching on the replay. Noah, mini plastic multiverse, has got the second place. First time in the board. I'm very happy for him. Congratulations, Noah. Knight of Ren, who is also here watching live, I believe, just off camera. Is she? That's Knight of Ren. Oh no, Knight of Ren is not Wen Walker. My apologies. I got some Ren. I got Ren's confused. My apologies in my excitement there. So Knight of Ren is not Ren Walker, but Knight of Ren I think is a regular around these waves. To be fair, he finished third place. Loki, like he's Glessy corrected. Who's going to be watching on the replay? I'm sure he'll appreciate learning he was fourth place. Loki, make sure you write me a comment. All right, I added you in. Catching this in the replay crew, and then Tanner. Last week he finished first. This week, he finishes fifth. That's another point for Tanner. Tanner, that's 10 weeks of never getting a placement. And then 2 weeks in a row, he's hit the leaderboard with first place and last place.
Long game.
Yeah.
Mini Plastic Movie said, you ran so late, his mum said he had to go bed. Here, watch in the morning. All right, well, make sure let us know his reaction, all right, in the morning. But I'm sure Mini Plastic Movie would appreciate waking up to that. That's some good news. Bad news is, son, you've got to go school. The good news is, watch the duck race. That's not bad compromise in the morning. At least Jesus is being a good sport. He's saying well done. Just for fun, let's see who was at the bottom. Just for fun. It was Brandon. Unlucky Brandon.
Wasn't he in the park as well?
He was like in the middle of the park for a long time, to be fair. But that's what you get for not being here, Brandon. Watching on the replay. There he is. KSM Kyle, unfortunately, there as well. Shane Shooter, unfortunately. Rich M on his birthday. On his birthday. That must hurt. He's already out. Don't worry. He'll drown his sorrows in alcohol. He'll be absolutely fine. DJ, you were right there with him, though, unfortunately. 44th. So was Rush, unfortunately. He's busy playing with puppies anyway. That sounds like a weird euphemism, but he's not. He's legitimately playing with puppies. It's not the Attitude Era from WWE, though. The Fusion, unfortunately, down there in 40th place. Dominique as well. Austin, unfortunately, there with 37. Who else do we bring towards the work? MarkTakTak. Jamie's there with 32nd. Ren Walker. At least Ren Walker beat you, though, Austin, all right? So the missus beat you. Yeah, he doesn't care. He's not on the leaderboard. He didn't care. Who else we got? Phil, 27th. And Lucky Phil, you did beat... So Ralph Abnugler did beat his nemesis, Rich, though, so in his mind, that's a victory, even on his birthday.
Sort of, because his duck was probably really drunk by now.
Yeah, it's true. True. That's why it was so slow. I was in the lead for like a tiny bit. I ended up with 21st place. Disappointing.
The real question is, where was Cheeky Monkey Kiara?
Yeah, let's have a look. Okay, let's keep scrolling. Okay, who do we got? Thirsty for Chicken was 17th. Scrolling up, Dan Yoon, 5th. Cowled was on 14th. 13th, Air Extreme. 10th. Cheeky Monkey, there she is. So, there's Nick, Cowboy Collector. Just beat Cheeky Monkey Kiara in 10th place. But yeah, Cheeky Monkey Kiara. She's there. I don't think her or Jay are actually in the chat today. I think they're busy doing something. But I had to put her in there. I could have not. But there she is. She didn't place anyway. So taking part that counts. 11th place. She was close. But yeah, is her or Jay even been in the chat today? Because I don't think Jay was in the race.
I've not seen them.
Shame on all of you for not remembering Jay either, by the way, the regular around these days. Sorry, Jay. Sorry about that, Jay. But there you go. There you go. That's it. Another duck race in the record books. As I said, though, this isn't the last Legends of Liquor of the year. We will do one more. Now, the next one, if I was to carry on schedule, would be the 26th, which would be Boxing Day. Now, I'm not too sure if I can do Boxing Day or not. It depends what... Basically, during the Christmas period, I just follow the girlfriend around. Like, I do whatever I'm told. Well, I just follow her, see her family. I just behave during Christmas. So, yeah, I don't know what I'm doing yet. So, if I can do it the 26th, I will. If not, I will do it the week coming because I'm off work. So, it may be the 23rd. It may be a Monday, Tuesday. It may be another day of the week is what I'm trying to say. But we will have one more Legends and Liquor before the end of the year. And that will be a great stream because we're starting a duck race. We're ending a duck race. And both of them will include points to the leaderboard. And we will also do people's top figures of the year. So I'm not sure if I'm going to do a top 5 or a top 3. But I think I want people to pick. And you guys can help me decide. As I said, it's your guys' shows as well as mine. But I'm thinking like people's favourite 3 purchases of 2021. Because then we'd get a nice mix. And that way, as long as it's a figure that you've actually brought that got released in 2021, I think they're the only credentials. But it can be across any line. Marvel Legends, Star Wars, Turtles, whatever it is. As long as you brought it and it was released in 2021, I think it can count. That seems fair, right, gents? If we did that, like a top 3 figure of the year, and then we went round. I think that's what we're going to do. We got a run in there from a cat. Black cat as well. Maybe there's a glitch in the Matrix. Something going on. Did anyone else see that? Sorry, I think there's a glitch in the Matrix. My bad. Definitely think I've seen a black cat though. Okay,
it's a big deal.
I know it is. It's tricky stuff, and the new Matrix is coming out
for all of you guys.
I know, I know, dangerous stuff. Bad luck for Blade as well. It seems because Caliban seems to have got him by the throat there. Unlucky Blade. That's what you get for fighting a non-vampire, you idiots. Right, hey, let's go around the board. Let everyone know where you can find each other online, and I'm sure we'll be back before the end of the year. Ralph, where can people find you? At your nearest pet shop?
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense. Petco. Find Ralph at Petco.
I'll be hoarding all the crates and stuff for Pinky and the Brain.
Well, that's where you're going to make all your money, Ralph.
Yeah.
Selling those to collectors.
Yeah, eBay
it. So you can catch me, or you can find me Instagram at Upnuggler. I just did a conversion for the Cobra Vipers. So they're about $25 US, which is, I don't know how many pounds.
25 is about, I don't know, about 22, 23 pounds, something like that.
20 some pounds. So if anybody wants some, hit me on Instagram and I'll try and hook you up.
And you're offering free international shipping, is that correct?
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
So they're
by the way, everyone, Ralph is in Mexico, by the way, just before I warn people, before people start hitting up Ralph.
Yeah, let me check again. Yeah, it's 200 American dollars.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. Yeah. We shall see.
I'll come pick it up.
I've been Cancun. Are you in Cancun, Ralph?
No.
Oh.
No. I'm center of Mexico.
Oh, I was going to say, me and Alexi were going to jump on a plane and meet up there at the bar or something. I love Cancun.
Hey, if you're paying for Cancun, I'll meet you there.
Can you drive to Cancun?
No. I mean, you can drive, but it'll take like 12 hours or so.
Oh, okay. Well, you can drive there. There's no ocean in the way. Yeah, at least you can drive. I can't drive to Cancun. Anyway, find his Instagram. Everyone's Instagram, by the way, is in the description as well. So Abnugla, you're a regular around these days. I'm sure people know where to find you. Usually lurking in the chat of another live stream anyway, giving people ideas to spend more money, that's for sure. Matt, what about you?
Gahubri J, most places.
Nice and simple. Easy. Well, you can't pronounce. I can't pronounce it for a while, but I've learned to over time.
Brandon pointed it out, and I can't remember if it was this week or last week's, but I just remember him saying that neither of you could say it properly at the start, and now it's just second nature.
It's when you become a regular, these things happen. Like I know everyone by their first name now, as well as their Instagram handles, which is always nice. So make sure you find Matt, aka Gahubari J. That's right, I can say it. Link Instagram in the description. Jamie, nice and simple for Jamie. His name's Jamie. Where can we find you?
At JMG Toys on Instagram, or sitting in this very spot for 2 weeks until next time.
The streak continues. The streak continues. Hopefully, we can finish the year out as well. Alexi, your boys got toys?
Your boys got toys, but I'm changing my name to Your Boys Got Points. So.
Yeah, he has 10 points. Yeah. 10 points on the leaderboard. I'll make sure I get that updated leaderboard out there so you have bragging rights. But that takes you straight up there. Like you're joint like third place now. So like that's what can happen. 12 weeks of not racing, and then you like jump straight up to like the top ish, close. Jamie's just in front of you, but You're up there. You're up there. That's what matters.
I think Tanner's third now, isn't he?
Tanner gets a point. Yeah, if Tanner gets an extra point today, Tanner's again wasn't even on the leaderboard, and now he's fighting for a position at the podium. So yeah, anything can happen. Shows you these ducks are crazy, and 2 duck races next time as well, like, for a festive end of the year special. DJ, what about you? Where can people find you online, and tell people about your new stream with Dante?
Yes, Tech and Collect on Twitter and Tech_N_Collect on Instagram. But otherwise, every other Sunday, opposite of your show, 6 p.m. Eastern, we have Infinity Equation Creators, where Dante and I host, and we try to answer and explore some different 3D printing and sculpting questions. So you can often see me live, streaming sculpting. Put in your questions, requests right there, and we try to see what we can do and evolve the show and make it happen.
Beautiful. It's good. I love Dante. I need to reach out to Dante. He won the exhibition longest duck race ever on Thursday, so I need to make sure I get him a special Christmas present. So yeah, shout out Dante and the whole Infinity Equation crew, Alex and Laser Trousers himself. Austin, what about you?
Hero_of_collectors on Instagram, and then same name without the underscores on YouTube.
Beautiful. The links, again, in the description for the Instagrams. And Nick Cowboy Collector, is that your favourite figure of the year? Yeah, there, just poking his head out. Frogman.
Yeah, so far nothing to be able to top him yet, but yeah.
He's good, isn't he?
You can find me here on YouTube at Cowboy Collector, or find me on Instagram at Cowboy_Collector. Yeah, type in Cowboy Collector in your YouTube search engine, and I assume your channel should be right there at the top of the list, right? Have you tried doing that? Yeah, it should be there. Yeah, there you go. Go and subscribe to Cowboy Collector. There's plenty of reviews, nice editing as well. And I say, like, I might use your services very soon as well, because I want to film some stuff. But we're talk, Nick, we're talk. But gentlemen, as always, pleasure. Thank you. Always fun racing some ducks, talking some toys. Hopefully you can join me for the end of the year as well, whenever that is. As I said, if it's not the Sunday, it will be that following week. So it may be a Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever. But it's the festive season, so hopefully people are off work, enjoying themselves. And if I don't speak to you before Christmas, Merry Christmas. Have a good one. I hope everyone gets to see Spider-Man and all that good stuff as well. But I'm sure we're speaking the live chats of streams and stuff, all of that good stuff anyway. But gentlemen, let's wave them out as we finish. It's always good when the stream never crashes as well. So I get to do a wave. I always miss it when I can do a wave. I like how Alexi's doing the regal British wave. Is that Venom spazzing out there? It's all right. That's animated. That's animated Venom, so I let him off. That's animated Venom. I let him off. Beautiful. Thank you very much to everyone who's watched this live today. Even Jesus, who has blessed us with his presence in the chat. But everyone else, Daniel H. and then Daniel Hayden. 2 Daniels, lots of Daniels. Too many Dans. Eric Stream. Phil Jones, of course, has been here from the get-go. Same as Cloud. Everyone from Group 1. Thank you very much. Make sure Noah watches this race, Tom, all right? Second place is pretty good. But as always, we shall see you on the next one. I'm going to play the intro to see us out, all right? If you're watching this on a replay, let me know in the comments, all that good stuff. Click a video, go and watch something else. I'll see you on Thursday. Bye-bye. Beautiful.